Ooh, I did it at the same time today. And we are back with the What Do You Mean By That
What do you mean you
podcast.
did it at the same time today? Do you normally fuck up the timing? Don't lie to me.
Well, I mean, no, well, I can't hit stop and stop, or sorry, start streaming and start recording at the same time.
You do fuck up the timing.
It's okay, fix it in post. But anyway,
If it ever goes up.
if it ever goes up. Welcome back,
Have you
everybody.
posted a pod in a while? Be
I have
honest.
not posted in maybe
Not since like episode 6.
6 months. Yeah,
How many, do you have them all?
yeah, I have them all on my computer. They're all there.
That has
You
to be
record
wasting.
and stream.
That's to be wasting so much space on your computer.
It's actually not that bad.
It's
How
like
much is
30
each file?
podcasts.
I don't know. I don't do the
It's
math.
gotta be like 10
Yeah.
gigabytes.
I
something
would
like
say
that.
it's probably more than that. The VOD, like depending on the VOD, they can be a couple hours long.
I could tell you actually.
Like the average one.
Our average is like what, an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah.
So then, if I'm gonna look at my hard drive, oh, that's probably this one. This one's under a terabyte now. It's what's up?
All of them are just under a terabyte? you said?
No. This hard drive is under a terabyte. Here we go.
Oh. Like what's the total in the folder? What does that add up to?
Oh, this is a different folder. Hold on. Well, the folder is huge.
This is
It has
corn.
everything. This folder has everything that I record. So it's not just So last
Yeah,
week's
but
was
how long
10
is the pod?
gigs. The week before that was 8.
Yeah,
See, I was on the
10 gigs out of
news.
fucking pop. Yeah, but that's 10 gigs of pop, Dicky. That's like 30 podcasts. That's like 300 gigs of podcasts. And he's like,
Yeah.
no, it's not
That's
that
only
big.
if they're long. This is the one with Dana last week.
It didn't even go that long. It was like 2.5 hours.
That was pretty long.
That was like the longest one.
That was
we've
like the
done.
longest one. Actually, there's one that's like
Even if you wanna
11.6 gigs. That one's pretty long too.
Yeah, but like let's say the average then is like 8. That's still 8 times 30.
You
forgot
got
to
like a
announce it.
couple games worth of content there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of we have a lot of stuff. It's just that I haven't posted it
Just post it
One
raw,
day.
unedited.
raw.
Yeah, you don't gotta edit it.
Yeah, just post it raw.
There's some times
do
where
like
like my
little
mic cuts out
tiny-
because I break the mic.
So what? Just post it raw.
So at this point, you gotta go back through all of those clips and see where
Yeah,
your mic cuts out.
It'll be way more.
fix it in
It would
post.
be way more work to fix it all in post than to rather just post all what we got right now, and then later on, like going forward, just fix the other ones. Be like, all right, from now on, we'll fix it.
That's true, I guess.
Because there's no you're gonna look at it and be like, that's 30 podcasts. That's 30 podcasts. And me having to look through it. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's true.
You have my blessing to just start fresh and just post all the raws.
What if we said one of the bad words we usually say before pod?
I don't do that.
That hasn't
We do that communally like every single week. Like
What is
literally
that
right before
we?
the pod.
There's no we associated.
We
with this.
say all together in tandem the N word 3 times. Like that's what we
That's
do.
pretty sick.
That's our that's our tradition. No, but
Pre-game chant.
yeah. Anyway, episode 38, we're back again. What's new, y'all? There's a lot of shit that happened this week. Like a lot
Lots
of
of
stuff.
news.
And like within a week time span, like Helldivers 2 took a fucking dive.
Yeah, that was
Literally.
the 2 biggest things for this week was Helldivers 2 and then the Kendrick Lamar and Drake stuff. Which one you want to talk
Yeah.
about first?
I actually did my research last night before bed. I was like listening to all the songs and like reading up all the drama and shit.
Yes.
It's interesting.
Yeah, so we're all in the loop.
Are you guys all caught up
Yeah.
on that?
Yeah. As a certified Drake hater for many years, I've been keeping up to date.
I see. No, yeah, it's you guys want to start with that? Or you guys want to start with Helldivers? Because either or, to
We
be
can
honest.
start with Helldivers
Because Helldivers is finished,
They
actually.
fixed it. Yeah, they fixed it. Like that's officially done. We don't know if this is officially done or not.
That's true. Helldivers, well, as many of you know, the corporation we all love so much, Sony,
Yeah, fuck that.
decided to create to make a policy that enforces people on the PC space, like people who own the game on Steam, for example, are forcefully told to create an account, or else you won't be able to play the game. And people were obviously in an uproar, and they took it to the reviews almost immediately. And within a 24-hour time frame, the game went from overwhelmingly positive to overwhelmingly negative on the Steam reviews in just a day. So that's about, I think they did like 100,000 reviews within the one day.
God damn.
100,000 negative reviews, which is a fuck ton of people, and that's just the people
True, though. At
voicing
this
their
point,
opinion.
those same people have, I think, brought it back up on Steam. I think it is back up to positive. So
Oh, did they bring it back up?
I'm pretty sure.
I haven't seen the most recent
it's back up
reviews.
to mixed.
I figured it's mixed now.
Oh damn.
Because
Last
they
time I
were
checked,
like
it was mixed.
Sorry, I'm looking for it. Oh, that's right. I have it in my favorites. Star page. I'm looking at the reviews right now. Yeah, it does say mixed as of recent reviews. I'm not talking about like the overall ones, just the most recent. This game is so good that we even had a campaign mission in real life. That one's pretty funny.
The main issues with it is, one, since it was a forced account thing. Normally, like when you download a game, most of the time it's at launch that they decide whether or not you have to make an account with them or not. But they were like, it was optional for like months, and then now they were like, you have to make an account. But there's like a fuck ton of countries or territories where you can't make Sony accounts, and they were also like, if you use, if I remember correctly, if you try to make an account in, like, let's say the US, but you live in, let's say, I don't know, fucking Ireland or some shit. I don't know if Ireland is like on that list. You can get in trouble and get yourself perma-banned. So those people had no other option, like, to fix a way to be able to play. And then also, there's people that didn't want to make accounts with Sony because Sony is notorious for data breaches.
Yes, that is
So it is
big thing.
highly likely you would have had your information stolen probably within the next like 3 days. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
Sony be getting hacked like it's their goddamn job.
Yeah, they have a long history of them getting hacked. It's not their first rodeo, like, and that's why everybody like that was their whole argument with like Xbox versus PlayStation. Xbox was a lot safer. Not
Xbox,
like it
I think,
hasn't
only had issues every once in a while, but it was like Sony was like, it was fucking,
often.
I remember back when I was in I don't remember if it was middle school or high school, but with the PS3, that shit was like down for like a long time. They were doxxed.
There was one time that was doxxed for a long time.
It was like weeks, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. But yeah. So I was like, I don't know if I want that company to be having all my information.
That was a great week for Xbox players. I remember that. I'm like, yeah. I remember going to school with all my PlayStation friends. I'm like, yeah, fuck you guys. You guys have to deal with that.
Guys, Xbox kids on top, baby.
Yeah.
I feel like nowadays console wars is cringe, but like back then it was like, that's when it was fun. Xbox 360 and PS3 days was like, that was console wars.
Yeah, but back then they didn't really have like any means of like playing with each other like we do now.
Yeah, there was no means to play with each other, and PCs were, I feel like, not less accessible. There was less common for people to be PC gamers.
PC gamers weren't like the majority.
It wasn't a popular medium. Yeah. And I feel like nowadays, I don't know if PC is definitely not the majority.
No, but it's up there now.
Growing. Yeah. Back then it was like PC was like this niche community of gamers in comparison.
So after like what 5 days maybe, Sony retracted they backed out of their policy, and we're like, sorry about that, guys. It was just a prank.
Part of that was also Steam applied pressure to them.
Yeah,
like Steam itself, not the reviews.
The Valve, Valve themselves.
Yes, so it was, people couldn't purchase it in the countries that you can make accounts from, and Steam was giving them refunds. I had like a fucking, like, you could have had 2,000 hours in the game, but if you were one of those areas, you got a refund. So it was like Steam applied pressure, so Sony was getting fucked monetarily as well. Sorry.
I think that was like, I don't know how they didn't predict that. Like, that's just the most obvious thing. Like, of course you're gonna fucking lose money. People are gonna be in an uproar about this. Nobody on PC, but the reason people play on PC is because they want to play it on PC. They don't want to make a PlayStation account. They don't want to do anything to do with Sony. They want to stay on PC with no third party involvement. And
I disagree in that sense. I think PC gamers for the most part don't give a shit most of the time. How many fucking accounts do you have, or like random launchers when you download games? Like,
Oh
I think
yeah.
like you're
It's
you're
so
generally okay with it.
irritating.
It is
There's so
irritating, but I
many
think
forced account creations out there.
yes,
Like it's hard to keep up.
there are, but I think that people wouldn't have cared as much if they would have made it mandatory when the game first came out.
Yeah,
If it would have been a
probably.
day one thing, people wouldn't have cared.
That's
They
true.
would have been like, "It is
Yeah.
what it is." But if you force them months later, and then several people lose access, that's when it's like, "All right, fuck you." If those people would have never had access, it would have been like, it would have been sad, but like it wouldn't have been as big a deal. It's like, let's say what are some games, like any Ubisoft game you buy on Steam, they always make you fucking still use the Ubisoft launcher, or any EA games. So it's like, we accept it, but like you have to tell me from day one. When I first buy this game, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, I don't know, it's fucking annoying, but I'll give you my email. Here you go, have it.
Yeah. I agree. It should have been like something at the beginning. But
Yeah.
what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so they went back on their word and were like, sorry about that. We're gonna like focus more on like what the people want, blah 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 bullshit, right? And so but what Sony did do that they didn't back out from was they did remove the game from those countries that initially had it. For example, like I think Deki said earlier, Egypt.
Egypt was the major one I saw on that list, and
Did they
most people on
remove
Twitter
it, or
complained
is it
about
just
that.
that it's not on Steam anymore?
It's
right
not
now?
on Steam access, no.
I don't know if that was Sony removing it or Steam is saying fuck you still.
I don't know if that's the case.
Steam still imposed that like embargo thing.
Yeah, I don't think they're still in those countries anymore.
Wow.
But you said it was Sony. I don't know if it was Sony's.
Well,
doesn't want
wouldn't
to.
that make sense? It was Sony make well, it makes more
Sony
sense
was the
because
account thing, but like Sony's not
yeah,
gonna
but
be
in
like, I
those
don't want to make money there.
but in those countries, if they can't make a PlayStation account, how are they gonna?
But you don't need to make a PlayStation account anymore.
Right, but what about the people who have like PlayStations over there? Can they even sell PlayStations in those countries?
No, I don't think the issue. I don't think you can make a PlayStation account on PC there. I think that you can do it on PlayStation. I think I could be wrong.
I'm not sure, but
I think it was a weird thing.
I want to
But I
see if
don't
it's still
think-
available in those countries.
I think that that's a Steam thing. I don't think that's a Sony thing. I think Sony wants to be able to sell in those countries, but I think that Steam is the one that has that whole "fuck you" thing.
I remember
Steam.
reading that it was like PSN making that is just not available in that country at all.
Oh, is it PSN's not available in that country?
I
at
think
all?
it's
Okay.
just like a region kind of lock where it's just like
Okay, it could
that entire country is not available to access it.
be. Okay, that would make sense. But yeah, either way, it was definitely a huge Sony.
Oh, it looks like it has been restored. Okay, so they did
Yeah.
restore it. Interesting.
Yes. I think that it was off more because Steam put like so people couldn't buy it by accident.
Right.
So I think
That
that
makes sense.
after Sony backed off, they waited a little bit and then we're like, okay, we'll let you guys buy it
Okay.
again.
I don't think I read that. I just remember reading that they don't have to make a PlayStation account anymore.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It was definitely huge shout out to Valve in that situation because obviously reviews apply pressure, but normally people will leave their review or like they'll be like, I'm gonna protest. They'll play the game anyways. But Valve applying that monetary pressure was definitely
Yeah, it was definitely a big factor in their decision making.
yes.
It's like a win-lose situation. Like as a big company, you don't want your customers to lose. They're gonna rebel against, obvious bullshit that you're making them make all these accounts out of nowhere all of a sudden just for the benefit of Sony. So of course they're gonna back out of fear. Just doesn't make any sense for them to do that in the first place.
Yeah, it was a big whoever idea that was just a big fucking kick in the nuts. Like it doesn't help.
They
anybody.
probably expected some backlash.
Some people speculate that they planned this ahead of time to like sort of boost their numbers of PSN accounts. But it obviously backfired.
That's so shitty.
Such a terrible idea.
Probably. There's got to be some like big reasoning behind it because Helldivers is way too popular.
It was the
them to not
was the most
capitalize on
popular
it.
game ever. Now it just feel well. I mean, it might come back now, but like Jesus Christ, what a way to fucking kill your game.
Yeah, no, they definitely. And it wasn't even that game's fault because the
No.
community manager, one of the community managers just said a stupid thing, and then the rest of them were like, "If you don't like it, the community managers and the CEO were pretty much, if you don't like it, leave some bad reviews. You guys apply the pressure." Like the CEO was, and those people were like, they were like, this wasn't our decision. So I feel bad for them because they definitely put in a lot of work and they definitely made a game that's very well received overall. Aside from that, like even like the biggest issues before that was just the server capacity. Was like, oh, we didn't have enough space for all the people.
Yeah.
Like, that
Yeah,
was
but
the
they
only
fixed it in,
It's
controversy.
like,
not. It's
a
not the
week.
devs' fault, which is, I'm feeling sorry for them because
Yeah,
they're the ones that just make the game, and Sony's the one that just publishes it. So they should all
yeah,
point their fingers at Sony for this.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
They
there was a
couldn't publicly blame Sony, but they were definitely like,
yeah. I think there's a good analogy. It's kind of like buying a car, and you know how cars have like OnStar sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So it's just like you buy a car, and then like a few months later, it's just like you got to subscribe to OnStar, or else we're gonna shut your car down. It's just
yeah.
that sounds bullshit.
You'd be like, excuse me, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Yeah, but yeah. I think I have friends that like they made the Sony account when they first played the game, but like they thought it was like a mandatory thing. But I was like, I
Mhm.
never had to do that shit.
Well, I
And
had a
honestly,
PlayStation account already, so it didn't really matter whether they already did or not.
yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying. I don't think people would have cared if they would have been like, oh, this is a mandatory thing off rip. Because like
yeah,
even when I went to play Street Fighter, I had to make an account, and I was like, why the hell do I need a Capcom account? But I'm like, whatever, I'll do it.
yeah,
And then you gotta go to your email, do the verification. You're there like fucking spending 10 minutes in the game trying to figure out the fucking menus. And you're like, this is a pain in the ass, but you'll still do it.
yeah.
He's like, I want to play the game I bought. But it's just, a lot of people. And the Helldivers has it's one of those games that people put a lot of hours in just grinding for the fun of it.
Yeah.
It's not like like it's probably similar to a Destiny. And those types of players like to play a lot.
Mm-hmm. Just to keep grinding whatever you can grind for the fate of
Yeah,
it. Oh, in this case,
collecting.
there's like a whole campaign with like a huge community based around the campaign and like their role playing aspect.
Yes, there is a
Uh,
large role playing aspect to Helldivers, and you do feel like you're part of a larger cog in a machine,
Yeah.
or you feel like a small cog in a large machine. Like
Yeah.
you're running out the war. So it's like
Yeah.
Sony definitely should have realized that that's not the community you fuck with.
No.
They've worked together on missions that were supposed to take days, and they've gotten it done in under 24 hours. They have their eyes set on something. They're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I think that's funny too, though. The devs are always like, every time you see something for the community, they're always like, the devs are like, oh, we gave them a mission that should take them a couple days, and they get it done in under 24 hours. And you're like, what the fuck?
Dude, those Helldivers are crazy, man. They are.
And
Yeah.
underestimate gamers.
Yeah.
You honestly
They won't
should.
get it done. They'll
And
pull
they're
all
very
nighters.
Yeah, they'll pull on ours, and they're very fucking petty. Sadly, this was actually one of the few times that protesting worked for gamers, because a
Mhm.
lot of the times they forget. They will be pissed about something for a week and they'll forget. Thankfully, Sony budged in under a week.
Yeah.
I think that's what Sony was thinking. Like they're gonna get a little bit of backlash and it's just gonna blow over.
Yeah,
People are just gonna like make accounts anyways, but it didn't. Like they were just the gamers were pretty
pretty
adamant
Persistent.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I honestly think though, like if it would have just been the negative reviews, I don't think they would have backed down. But I think that it was the Steam thing.
Yeah. But I mean, that's kind of like it just makes sense to do that because it's under their policy. If the countries can't play, or sorry, if they can't create a PlayStation account because they don't have PSN services
Yeah.
in those countries, then why would they have a game listed there when it won't be playable when the update comes out? It just makes sense.
Yeah.
So then,
think-
if anything, that's just a kick to. It was gonna happen anyway. It's just a kick to fucking Sony. They're just kicking their own ass at that point, you know?
I think the funniest thing too is that Sony had like changed their EULA partway through.
Oh yeah, they changed
Cool
their
stupid.
fucking EULA. Yeah, that was fucking stupid. I was like, dude, you can, dude. People will
The
notice.
thing is that they just watched Tarkov have the same controversy where they changed their thing.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh yeah, Tarkov got kicked in the nuts to the point that they pretty much did the same thing Sony did, where they went back on like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And then Sony's like, what if we tried that like a week later? Like,
We should be
dumbasses.
good, right? Right.
But yeah.
No, that was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
thankfully that was done. I was like, I play Helldivers sometimes now. I'm more like right now my grind game is Destiny, but because I'm just waiting for the new enemies to come out in Helldivers. That's like my new thing. Like not the new thing. Like I want that first before I come back heavy.
I haven't been playing at all, to be honest. Last time I played, I could tell you it's like weeks ago. It's a fun game. It's just I don't like feel like rushing to play it all the time. Like the last time I played was my birthday on March 22nd. So
Yeah. I have just shy of like 100 hours in that game. I'm at 89, so it's like I've put in enough time into it.
6.
I'm 28. I think a whole day's worth is pretty good. Whole
I
day's
like
worth
my
of
dollar
hours.
per hour ratio. That's always the ratio I like to do at least.
That's fair. But I
Like
feel like
that's like
that
my bare
game.
minimum.
I don't know. That game deserves like a $60 price tag, to be honest. But
No, I like it being at that price tag because it makes it easy to get more people into it.
that's true. But I mean, if it's a good game, that deserves more. If anything,
Like the free to play philosophy. It's just
Well, I
like
mean,
it's accessible to everybody.
I also
it's
like free to play.
$40, but then they do have the season passes that you could either earn or you could pay for. So they're still making money through that.
That's true.
But
But yeah, that was interesting. That was an interesting week. How Sony went up and down and left and right and their policies and stuff. And yeah, it was quite a ride. It was nice to see. It was a fun. It was nice to see like gamers win for once.
yeah, it was definitely one of the few times that like gamers like protest. I think every once in a while, gamers will protest something and like they'll actually stick to it
Yeah.
because they fucking forget. I swear to God, there's so many times where like people are like I'm mad about that, and it's like a week later and they're like, "What was that I was mad about?" And
Yeah.
then they give up.
Yeah, that's the case pretty often. Like,
Yeah, it's
what was it? I think they did that in but they do that in like a lot of games, especially like multiplayer games. But I can't think of a time specifically where like people were just pissed about something and they didn't care. Oh well, I guess one of them is just like Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty, for example,
people
like
always
Modern Warfare
fucking get
3
mad at
being a
Call of Duty.
$60 price tag. People were complaining about it, but then at the same time, people just kept playing it. They just
It's not $60, it's a $70 price tag.
70, sorry.
Yeah, it's a little more.
Fucking
But yeah,
ridiculous
no, it's
price tag.
definitely
Full
fucking
priced
stupid.
game.
Yeah, for a fucking DLC, basically. It's the same goddamn game as Modern Warfare
Yeah.
2.
It's the same thing.
I would pay like
I don't
20
understand.
bucks, I think. That's about it.
But Hades came out yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Hades 2
Early
dropped.
access.
I want to play it. I really do.
What's stopping you?
I played a little bit of the first one yesterday, and I was like, I forgot how good the game was. So
Hades
good.
1 is a banger, and then new pro tag, some new gods, some old returning gods. It's like this looks pretty good.
I actually never played Hades. I know it's a good game, but like I had never
It's
Really
got into
good.
it.
in my opinion, it's probably like top. It's definitely top 10 roguelikes for me. I don't know if it's top 5 or not. It might be.
Mm.
It might be top 5 because the music is good and then the gameplay's fun.
I haven't played many roguelikes, but that's probably like the best one I've played in recent memory. But getting a refresher from since last playing in like 2020, it's definitely like it holds up pretty good. Even the first
Yeah.
one.
I remember playing the first one when it was early access, and then like I
Early
forgot about it
access.
for like a while, and then it full dropped, and everybody was playing this game, and I was like, "Why's everybody playing this game I played a long time ago?" I forgot about it, and then it full dropped, and like all the streamers like, "This is like one of the best fucking rogues of all time," and everybody it had like a huge hype train when it first dropped. I feel like, but yeah, I hope the best for those devs. Those are one of my favorites because
Yeah, it seems
they
like
dropped one a banger.
they're doing the same thing here with the early access. I don't know when exactly it's gonna full drop.
They
Hopefully
said
soon.
2025 at first.
Ooh, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because
I don't
I
know.
remember when I saw it got announced, and then they did a trailer at a thing not too long ago, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's coming out in 2025." So I think that that's probably their plan is to work on it and hopefully drop early 2025.
I don't know what the early access is like. I hope there's like enough content for people to,
I think
keep
it is a
remembering the game.
$30 price tag for an early access, so it is
The
not
original is
like
on
on the
sale.
cheaper side. Yeah,
It's
and the
already on
original's
sale?
also
Oh, the
on
original's
Game
on
Pass.
sale. Yeah, that is on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is on sale,
It's like
and it's
$9.
also
Yeah, I was
on
thinking
Game
about
Pass
picking it up.
for anybody.
Yeah, it's only $9, so I might pick it up. I actually bought Bellagio the other day too. Yesterday, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
We still gotta do that
Those
poker
two games are
tournament.
Oh, you did try it?
Yeah, I did try it. It's
Yeah.
good.
Well, you know,
Nice.
poker night.
Yeah, it's
We'll do
very
a
good.
poker night.
We need to do poker night soon. I did tell Ari. Actually, is BB-8 still here? I can ask him right now because I forgot to ask him. I know BB-8's good at poker or gambling, so I want
He's
to
gonna
ask him.
smoke everybody.
Hey, BB-8, if you're still here, DM me. If not, I'll DM you later. But
Yeah. In terms of roguelikes are pretty bangers. Pretty
yeah,
banger games.
they're pretty good games. The thing with like the old roguelikes too, were like they were just new, right? It was new. It was a new concept where like you just kind of die and then you upgrade and you keep going. You do it again and again and again until you beat the game. I think one of my earliest roguelikes were like Dead Cells, for example. I don't know if you guys have played Dead Cells.
Played a lot of Dead Cells. I like Dead Cells is good in
Yeah.
terms of platforming ones. I just like that there's so many different types of roguelikes. You have
Yeah.
FPS ones, you have magic based ones like Wizards of Legend, you have um platformers like Dead Cells, you have the
Top-down
top down like
shooters.
Hades, top down shooter ones. You have bullet
Uh,
time style ones as well.
the gun
Like
one.
fuck bullet hell, is that what it's called? Whatever it is.
Mm,
There's Death Must Die is a very cool type one as well. There's all types. Any type of game you like to play, there's probably a roguelike based around that genre. You have the poker style with Balatro. I think there's a roulette
there's a
style
roulette
one with that other
style.
type one.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So much
it's a very
versatility.
yeah, there's so much versatility with the genre of roguelikes and roguelites. I always forget like which one is which. I think roguelikes is basically like the bitch mode, and then roguelites are like the little bit more hardcore.
LITE are the
Yeah, there's
hardcore ones.
I believe so, if I remember correctly.
I would think it's the opposite because light is usually like
We're gonna go check right now.
you would think like light is like kind of like the lesser of in most cases thinking DS light.
I think it hits that like obsessive gamer nerve that everybody like deep down inside has, where you just gotta like you gotta have the perfect run,
Yeah, you need that perfect
and
run.
it just hits you with the adrenaline
Mm-hmm.
and all the good feels.
I like
Just
Risk
kind
of
of like
Rain because of that. Like Risk of
Yep.
Rain was fun.
The good thing is that you can have a run that's similar, but you'll never have two like of the
Identical
same
runs.
run.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have like your god runs where like you have everything going perfect for you on the character that you're running at that moment, and you're like, this is fucking feel like
You
a
can go
fucking
on
demon.
forever.
Yeah, and then you have a run right after that where you're getting your ass kicked, and you're like, well,
Yeah. I think we played together one time, Tim, where like I think I had like most of the good items and you guys were just kind of like falling behind and like
well,
dying all the
that's
time.
the issue with Risk of Rain and
Yeah.
most. It's not just Risk of Rain. It's like multiplayer roguelikes. Depending on how they balance it, it can be very hard. If one person dies, they can be very far behind in
Yeah.
comparison. Just part of the thing with roguelikes is the depending on the way that they work, is you can scale very quickly. Like some of them are built to scale slow, and other ones are like you scale fucking fast. And in Risk of Rain 2, you scale fast
Yeah.
once you start scaling. So it's like, it's a little bit rough.
There's even I don't know if you guys have been watching Dana play, but he's been playing Pokemon Rogue. It's Poke Rogue, where it's like a roguelike Pokemon game.
Yeah, I've watched him play it. I don't know if it's my style of one, just because
You're not into Pokemon that much, yeah.
I like Pokemon, but like I don't like it. Like I'm not that much into Pokemon, like in that sense. Like I'm
Yeah.
not like I like the collection part of Pokemon, not necessarily always the fights.
Yeah. The fights can be it can be pretty strategic, but that's only like in high level play. But
I don't mind strategic. I play you'd be doing fucking play what's fucking Slay the Spire. Pretty,
mhm.
pretty strategic right there.
seems like right up Dana's alley though.
No, yeah, it's
Like
definitely up his alley.
like an obsessive
Dana
game because he's
loves.
He's
also into
been
Pokemon too.
loving it. He's been fucking loving it.
Yeah,
Bro.
I've
loves
seen like the past
Pokemon.
few streams he's been streaming that
He
game.
keeps telling
I'm
me to
like, what is
play
this?
it, and I'm like, I mean, I might, but jeez.
So it's a brand new game that came out.
No, it's been around for a
Poke
minute.
Rogue.
It's been around for a while. It's just it's like a browser game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people can just like hop
Oh, I see
on
it
and
here.
like
Google.
Play online. Right now, I think it's down, but
Oh, that's cool.
I used to play like similar browser games that are Pokemon based. I played Pokemon. Well, there's Pokemon Showdown, which is like just a battle sim where you just pick Pokemon and battle with each other. But there's another one called um Pokemon MMO or something like that. It was like an MMO Pokemon style. We played it a bunch when I first started streaming. I used to have like a pretty big like not following, but like I had a lot of people watching me play that game. Let me look it up really quick. Pokemon MMO. It wasn't Poke MMO. It was the other one where it was like, was it Pokemon Revolution? No, I'm not sure. I have to ask Logan because we played it a bunch back then. We had a clan with like hella money in our bank and everything. It was cool. But yeah, I mean, going back to roguelikes, there's a lot of ways to play roguelikes, which is cool.
Yep.
And
There's deck builder ones as well.
yeah.
I think Balatra's been hitting that spot that I've been waiting for, like the new Slate Aspire to come out for to hit. Because like I like deck builder roguelikes as well. There's like another one like Driftlands or something like that I've played a lot. It's like deck builder's fun.
You played Inscription?
Inscription, no.
I think you'd like
I
Inscription.
played a little bit of that.
I think you'd like.
I'm too stupid for that game.
I think
See
Tim
how
would
much
like it.
time I have in it. Yeah, I think he would too. It sounds like Tim's kind of game. It's like a card game where you try to beat the dealer.
Yeah, but it's kind of like an
How do you spell it?
it's kind of like Oregon Trail where you go through like these certain events that
Is
could
it
happen.
spelled like the correct way, or is it spelled like
Inscription.
Inscription with a Y in the middle.
in?
That game is too hard for me.
I think it's cool. I think I'm pretty okay at it. It's just I haven't played in a while.
Yeah, same. I probably have like very little time on it.
I only have 90 minutes, but I had a good time on it.
Oh, you do? I probably have the same. I have 64.
You play for an hour, you're like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's good though. It's fun. I play for like an hour and a half. It's pretty good. I would play more. It's just I've been doing other shit.
Yeah, I played it back in 2021. But yeah, this one's definitely like you got to have a lot of strategy to win.
Yeah, I think Tim would like this kind of game. And if you could find it on sale, Tim, I would go for it.
I'll think about it.
But yeah, what was I gonna say? Speaking of shit I do, Game of Thrones. I'm on season 3 now. Season 3, episode 3. The last thing I remember. Spoiler alert. Who cares? It's been like years. Season 3. The last thing I remember was. Oh, we find out about Bran's bird powers.
God, I fucking hate that kid.
The kid that comes up.
No, I hate Bran.
Oh, you hate Bran. I mean. Okay, maybe there's some other stuff that happens.
Like kind of useless the whole season, or
he's been useless since like season 1. This point. But now he has like a power, so like I don't know, maybe he can help in some way. But
yeah, he's got the power of the ravens.
Yeah, he can like see. Like he can see through people. They're what they call wargs or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can see through like animals' eyes and shit. He can see the future, the past, or you know what's going on right now. From far, far away.
I guess this whole storyline has been useless up until this point. Like season 1, we kind of cared for him because he's like a little boy, innocent little kid, and like some unfortunate things happen to him, and like his whole family, and like he's just kind of on his own. But
yeah,
it's not up until this point where he gets his bird powers.
I do have before you have an opinion, Tim. I do have one.
No, it wasn't an opinion.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
No, say it. No, you say your thing.
Okay, I do want to say that there is one critique that I wish I kind of feel like they should have done, but at the same time I understand why they didn't. Adding like time skips or like giving you like dates or like years have passed, like for example like oh this many months have passed, or it's this year or it's this year or that year or whatever the fuck. Because they kind of just like grow up in some of the episodes. I'm like, what the fuck?
I think that's partly just because the seasons were years apart and you have kid actors involved.
Yeah.
So I don't think that time isn't necessarily passing like that in the show. It's more that time is passing in real life and the actors look older, but like realistically it's not that much time has passed in the
Sometimes
show.
they tell you like months have passed and it's like it feels like it's been like a day.
Yes, but like it's also part of it is just the actors are just fucking old at that point. Like in comparison, like if you're fucking 10 in the first season, you're fucking 15 like 3 seasons later. Like it's gonna be slightly different.
There's cases like that where it happens, but there's other cases where like for example, like
where it's like If you
it's
go to
like
Winterfell to like King's Landing, you kind of assume that
yeah,
months have passed in between then.
yeah, like
Yeah, I get
you
that.
have to assume that, but at the same time, like I'm just in my mind, I'm used to like, oh, like it tells you like, and like 3 months later or
You just
whatever.
gotta assume. You just gotta
It's a
assume
lot of
based
I
off
don't
what
know.
they
assuming,
say in
and
the
it feels kind
context clues.
of
It's still linear. Like they don't do a lot of like back and forth of like this is the past and this is the present future now.
yeah, that's
But
Yeah.
it's
true.
still all like pretty linear.
I
I
don't
mean
think
the
that their story.
kids.
It wasn't
are
like the
st-
fucking the Witcher seasons where like they'll have like fucking random time skips or
Yeah.
stuff like that. I think it was
Yeah, I think
generally
that
you
would
just
annoy
assume
me.
time has passed.
Yeah, there's it kind of just like it begs you to assume to there's like time has passed, like months, maybe
Yeah.
This is just the
several
beginning
months.
too. All those kids are like full grown adults by the time the
Yeah,
By
show's
the
over.
time- Yeah, I understand it, but like I'm also like, to me, I don't necessarily always want the time just displayed on the screen. It's kind of annoying.
it
When they're
doesn't have to
doing
be
that all the
often. It
time.
just has to be like where it's important.
I don't know. I kind of like that they didn't, because they don't really do that for anything. They don't tell you like when you're in a new city. They don't be show. If I remember correctly,
Mhm.
they don't show like the new city. They don't tell you anything. Like it's sort of like
Yeah.
being like just going in. It's kind of cool. Because then it also, in my mind as well, because like let's say they mention something and then like let's say when they were gonna assassinate Daenerys, right? Like let's say in the first season when they were gonna do that, it's like you don't know how much when they're gonna do it, you don't know how they're gonna do it. So it's like you don't know how much
Mhm.
time has passed yet for that message to be displayed. So I kind of like that, like you don't know the timeline in that sense.
I feel like
If that makes
I
sense.
like knowing because then it gives me like a better idea of the timeline. You know what I mean?
I can understand that. I just like the mystery,
Yeah.
not the mystery, but like the having to pay attention on my own. If that makes sense.
There's still like there's some aspects in the show where they tell you like how long things take. For example, they said it takes like a month to go from King's Landing to Winterfell by horse. So that gives me
Yeah.
like some idea. Like okay, if this is where Winterfell is, this is where King's Landing is. Then
Yeah.
everything in between gives you like a month's time frame. So there's
Yeah.
instances like that where it tells you. So I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense. But then there's other instances where like, for example, when Bran, his little brother, and then that one chick and Hodor escape from Winterfell because they made it out somehow. Like after that, like how long is it since that happened? Like how many days has passed? How many weeks has passed? When they
Or
find
if
the
you want super in depth, you probably have to read the books.
yeah,
for
you would
that.
want to read the books.
Yeah,
But
read the
there's a
books.
lot of details that change between the books and the show.
Yeah, I've
There's a lot
heard
of things that are just different. Like
Daenerys
there's
is
certain
like 13.
yeah,
Daenerys is
and there's
13 in the
completely
show.
different plot
Or
points.
sorry,
They
in
use a lot
the,
more magic in the they use a lot more magic and stuff in the books, if I remember correctly,
that's cool.
from what I've heard. It's a lot more wild. That's why I think Game of Thrones needs a animated thing.
So they could be more close to the
Yeah.
books.
Yeah, and they can be more creative. You could
Mhm.
do like let's say even the wall. The wall is described as way larger in the like the wall was large in the show.
It's pretty big,
It
yeah.
was way larger in the books.
Really? It looks pretty goddamn big.
No, it's bigger in the books.
Okay.
Yeah, and the wall is big in the show. Like it's not small.
Yeah.
But I think you've seen the wall in the show, but like you haven't seen like the later seasons where like they do more with it. So it's like
Right. I remember one
it's
scene
bigger.
in the first season where like it was like layers and layers and layers and layers of walls. It was massive. So
Yeah.
if it's bigger than that in the books, sheesh, then that's fucking massive.
That's what I'm saying.
wall.
Like, I think it needs to be animated.
God damn.
But they did a good job. How did it make you feel at the end of the first season?
End of the first season when Ned Stark died, I was bummed out.
Yeah.
I was bummed out.
Ah,
I was
you were
like,
like-
dude,
You're
there's
like,
no fucking way they're
"Aw,
actually gonna kill
that
this
was my
man.
favorite character.
Dude, he's
you
like
called his
such
character
a
into
good
question.
character.
You called his character into question last time we spoke, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna see how he feels after he dies.
Dude, I was like, oh, Ned Stark is a pretty cool guy, but like there has to be more. And now I can't know until maybe later. Like, for example, Ned Stark promised Jon Snow, like, when he comes back, he's gonna tell him about his mom, and now we don't get to fucking see
Yeah.
that, but I'm sure it does later. But it's just like, wow, that fucking sucks.
It was a
Yeah.
bombshell. I remember first seeing that. I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
That sucked.
You didn't think that they were gonna kill the main character, and you're like, oh, that's not the main character.
Yeah,
Apparently, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He was the main character at
You
the time.
watched that
up
show,
until then.
like the first season, you think that that's the main character of the show.
Yeah.
You're like, where are they going with this guy for 18 seasons? I don't know.
There's
But,
like,
you know what I mean?
this show has like 10 main characters, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think after that point you realize like, oh,
Yeah,
he
like
had fucking
Very-
nothing.
everybody's important, bro, and
He obviously
everybody can die.
starts the main plot. Like his death and Robert
Robert the Baratheon, the king.
Yeah.
Mm.
Their deaths start the entire situation, obviously.
Mhm.
But they lead to so many fucking consequences. And it's so good.
I'm at the point of the
Yeah.
show where like whenever I see a new woman, I'm like, all right, when's she gonna get naked? Like, it's every single fucking woman I've seen so far.
Yeah, there's a lot of nudity. They kind of toned it down, like in the later seasons.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but yeah, it goes away sometimes.
yeah,
But it's just definitely out
it's
of
kind of
nowhere.
excessive in the beginning. I'm like, damn, dude, like every
Yeah.
fucking
They
scene.
tone it down a lot more later in the show.
Okay.
Like though every once in
Yeah.
a while you see like a titty or something.
Yeah,
like
but
that,
that's no big deal. But
it's-
like, I don't want to see like fucking like orgies
I
happening.
think-
You know, like
It
think-
goes from like 3 times per episode to like maybe you'll get one in like season
season.
6 or whatever.
yeah,
I think that early on they probably used it more to get people talking about the show.
yeah, makes sense.
Because Game of Thrones at that point it wasn't as big, and I think that after the first season, or probably the first and second season, is when Game of Thrones actually popped off.
Yeah,
Because by the time that season 3 to 4 were around, it was definitely more mainstream.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I started watching season 2 and I was dying for like season 3 because every season just ends in a cliffhanger and it's so good.
Think that I either started watching near the end of season 2 or when season 3 was supposed to be coming out soon. I don't remember. Like I don't remember if I started when season 2 was coming out or if I started shortly after it finished. I'm around that same timeline as you of like watching show but being like, well, now I need more goddamn episodes.
It was the suspense of waiting every week to watch it, and then when they end on a cliffhanger, you gotta wait a whole year or maybe longer to then release the next season.
How did you guys watch
think-
it? Like, did you guys had HBO back then, or like?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. They had HBO growing up. Man, you guys were
Yeah.
rich.
Yeah,
Yeah, of
I had
course.
HBO money as
Yeah,
a
you guys
kid.
had HBO money.
That was like what 2012
Yeah, something like that. I was like 14
when
at the
season
time.
2 came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was waiting for seasons. But like, I'm not normally good at weeklies. Like sometimes I'll be good at doing weekly for like shows. Game of Thrones, I would do weekly. I would be waiting like, oh, when's the episode coming out in my time zone? We're watching the episode.
Yeah, like I would
Like, it
I
was
would
that
ditch
good.
everything for that day just to watch the show or whatever.
But yeah, like I think that you're starting to realize why. Like they were dropping fucking bangers. Or like if
Yeah.
you were to like be like, is that character just died or is this character gonna die? Like you're just waiting to see what the fuck's gonna happen. You're just looking at the plot points.
So many hot characters too, bro. And I'm just like, do not die, please. Like
Yeah, no.
There's a lot of
Fucking-
deaths in this show.
Oh, I know.
There's so
I
many
know. I'm
characters.
expecting like
Some
I already
makes it
know
good.
like Shay's gonna fucking die, bro. It's gonna suck. But Shay's
I love
in the
Shay.
show. Shay's cool.
Who's like your favorite? Who's like top 3 of your favorite characters?
Top 3: Tyrion, Jon Snow, and I third favorite. I don't know. I don't think I have like a third. I don't want to say Robb Stark because he's kind of like whatever.
You don't like Robb Stark? He was pimp.
He's cool, but like I think there's better characters. Like Tyrion's way better, and so is Jon Snow.
I have like a character. If I had to do my top 3, there's a character I can't list yet because you haven't seen him yet.
Okay.
But who do you got
Villain?
like top 3, Decky?
A villain? I think I have to say a villain because like.
No, is Tim talking about a villain?
Oh, it's Tim talking about a
No,
villain.
I'm not talking about. villain.
Oh, okay.
Dude, the villains are really good at being villains in the show.
Oh hell
Yeah,
yeah!
fuck
The
Joffrey,
villains
bro.
make you fucking
For the
hate them.
most
Yeah.
part, there's like certain parts where like in later seasons where the writing for certain characters just sort of fell off, but it wasn't the character, like it wasn't the actor's fault. It was just like that was when the dudes were like, "Oh, we gotta end the show so we can go work on our Disney project." And it was like, I still don't understand that. That was still the biggest fumble of all time was Game of Thrones, but
I can't wait to
there's
see that
certain
happen.
characters, like Littlefinger's writing in the earlier seasons is just so good at making him like a fucking god tier manipulator.
Yeah, so is Varys. Like, holy shit.
He's the eunuch?
Yeah, he's the eunuch.
The eunuch is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Yes, but like
I feel like such an
they're writing,
asshole.
those two guys writing, they're so good, so good.
Yeah, they're really good. They're such
And like they're
assholes,
like
but they're good. They're good at being assholes. Like
the
that's the
Unix not
thing.
an asshole.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Dude, he's such a
Who is?
fucking prick. He was
He's
such
in
a
the Unix.
pretentious, like, asshole.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he
wasn't.
was.
Now you're gonna look back at it and be like,
He's
you know what? That was my
condescending,
guy.
pretentious, and a douchebag.
No, he's
Who
not.
is?
The
The
eunuch,
Unix, the bald guy.
Varys.
Oh, okay.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
You like how much of a simp Jorah is?
Fuck that
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, dude, he's. Oh my god, he is fucking whipped. He is fucking whipped. That poor bastard. He gets to see like his fucking his boo like get clapped by the call for like a whole season, and then and then he dies, and then he can't do anything either. Still, man, that is hilarious. But man, Daenerys is fine as fuck too.
You like Marjorie?
Which one?
Marjorie Tyrell?
Oh, she's so bad, dude. She's so bad. She's my new favorite right now.
That's you, bro.
In women,
He's bouncing around. He's bouncing
It
around
doesn't matter.
to
Shay's
favorite
way
women
better.
characters.
they all
He
die
wasted
anyway. It
Shay.
doesn't fucking matter.
Not everybody dies.
Anyway,
After a certain point,
Shay
not
is
everybody
fine
dies. They
too.
stop killing people off. They start like letting people live for a little while.
Damn, really?
Yeah, but it's just more because they've already killed.
Okay, I
everybody
think
else.
my favorite villain right now is probably Jamie, the
He's
Kingslayer. He's
one of
such
the
a hilarious asshole. Like he does not give a
He's
fuck.
like
I
Prince
think-
Charming from Shrek.
Yeah, but
not
like
counting
worse.
the last season. No, he has the best writing. I think that they do his character arc up until the last season as the best character arc in the entire show, or one of the best.
Yeah, dude, he's
Yeah,
He's
he's one of the
something.
best.
he is something else. But yeah, I think those are my top three then. Because like I have to give a villain. I think I like the best villain in my opinion is like Jamie.
And that is Joffrey, top tier baby.
Joffrey's a
Joffrey's
piece of
such a right
shit.
cunt.
I don't like
He's
his
such a
face.
right prick.
He's
You
a
haven't seen
good.
the other villain yet.
He's good at being a villain, but man,
Nah,
I think
you gotta, like,
the other villain is my favorite.
interesting.
One Martin hasn't seen yet.
we'll wait till he catches up, and then once you finish the show, we'll do like a full breakdown episode. Like they have to just go in,
Yeah.
but like it's one of those shows that hopefully you don't get spoiled on anything for. Like I know that you somehow dodged the spoilers for years, but I remember I had seen spoilers for certain things, and I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, bro.
That was definitely
dodged
one of
them.
those shows that like you had to fucking watch the episode like day of, or like you're gonna go on Twitter and see like a random character getting like 14 arrows in the face, and you're like, what the fuck, this man?
Yeah, no, you got to stay off of Twitter on Sundays when they aired.
Yeah,
I didn't even have like Twitter until like 2016 or some shit because I didn't care for it.
no,
Even
it was like
then, I
really
didn't use
bad
it.
because you'd be like, people would live tweet like characters' deaths, and you'd be like,
Yeah,
I didn't even have a chance. Like you'd be like watching the episode at the same time, maybe go check your phone while you go take a piss or something. You come back and it's like somebody tweeted, "Oh yeah, a character got like fucking their face smashed," and you're like, "Well, thank you."
it was
Now
like
I know.
sports updates, like live sports updates, like Super Bowls, like style. Like
Yeah,
as they were happening, people were just live tweeting, like, "Oh my god!" Like the reactions.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Back when live tweeting
It
was
was
the
just
thing.
it was just a spectacle that everybody was just a part of, and
Oh, Egret's
know,
hot as fuck
It is
too. The
still
fucking
cool.
wildling.
She was
Oh, yeah.
pimping. Yeah,
She's hot.
she's
dude.
still married to Jon Snow in real life, I think. Right?
Yeah.
I think so, right? Let me look this
Yeah, I
up.
think they're still married. I looked them up. I'm like, damn, bro, you fucking nailed it.
Yeah, they're married.
Do you like watch the breakdowns too, like after the episode? Because
The
there's like
breakdowns?
a little bit of documentary.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
they would always do.
Oh,
like,
the documentary stuff at the end? No, I don't watch it.
Part of me, I had gotten one of the audiobooks for one of the things, but I was like, this is taking too long. So I was like, I'm gonna buy the books eventually and just read them. The only thing is that like I don't want to get invested into the books because George R. R. Martin 200% dies before he finishes that goddamn series.
Oh, interesting.
Been like 15 years now.
Yeah, he was supposed to drop one of the books like years ago. Like not even like the fit, like not the last book, like a book. He's supposed to drop like there's like 3 more books left to do or something like that, I think. and he hasn't dropped like one of them in years because he just keeps like going on side quests in life, and people are like, "You dirty whore, can you please drop the book?" And he won't do it.
That's why they went off of original material after season 6 or whatever.
But it wasn't just that because he told them how things were gonna go, so I don't think that like they had
Yeah,
to
he was
like.
involved in the writing, but
But
I
yeah, but
think
then those two right pricks were like, "We have our Disney thing," so
I
like they
think that,
sort
yeah,
of the speed ran. They speed ran what was supposed to be like several more seasons worth of content into like 2, and you're like, "I will shoot you. Please stop."
uh,
Oh god.
yeah, it's a good show.
It is definitely a banger of a show. That's why you can see why it competed with Breaking Bad for like one of the greatest shows of all time
yeah, but now Breaking
at the
Bad
time.
is wins. I feel,
Yeah.
okay, but I can see honestly the the first 3 seasons are already better than Breaking Bad, like straight up.
I think that Game of Thrones would have
yeah,
won. No, like
Yeah,
no lie,
yeah,
I
it would
think
have.
Game of Thrones would have won. Like that contest.
they're already like it's already better than Breaking Bad right now. But if you guys say the flop is as bad as it is, then
You'll
I'll see.
understand. Like once you notice, you're gonna notice probably around like season 6 or 7, the writing's gonna slow down in terms of quality. Like it's not gonna be bad. Like 6 is not bad. 7 is like okay, and then like 8 is like I want the directors to like get hit by a bus.
I gotta see this shit, man.
Game
Like
of Thrones is so good. It's still on top of Breaking Bad no matter what for
I
me.
think like probably like the first 6 seasons I was above Breaking Bad, and I love Breaking Bad, but it was just the
Breaking Bad's
writing
a
was.
close second for me.
But
It's a
Breaking Bad
very.
just does it very well, bro. Like
The
I
thing that
don't think
Breaking
there's a
Bad does it very well,
mistake.
but hear me out though. Game of Thrones has more. How do I word this?
Complexities?
The world building.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
You're very invested in the world as well.
Yeah.
Because like you want to know like, oh, what's going on over here? What's that country? What's this? What's that? And Breaking Bad can't really do that. What the fuck are you do world building of the United States? We already know.
Because even in the map, like in the books that you see, it's the world, like the
Yeah.
map in there is so detailed. It shows you where everything
Oh,
is. To put it in
Yes.
perspective, it's the same map I think that's like in King's Landing, like in that main hall.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was I gonna
Did you
say?
Very
see?
detailed.
Decky, you finished the House of the Dragons thing, right? The first season.
Yeah.
I think that it wasn't as good as Game of Thrones, but that was a banger show too.
No,
It was not bad.
it's
It
not as
wasn't bad.
complex. It's just like following like
Yeah.
a couple characters
Yeah.
storylines, but
It's like a prologue, right?
It's
it's
one of
Where
those
also
like
easier to
characters.
follow.
it's about the fucking
It's
Valerians.
it's a
the,
couple
Valerian?
hundred
Valerian?
years before Game of Thrones.
Yes, it's not really a prologue as much as it's like a fucking prequel from hundreds of years ago.
mm,
Yeah.
You sort of already know what's gonna happen with all these characters because I think from like before the show even came out, like George R. R. Martin. I don't know if he had a book or like he just sort of went over like all the different characters' deaths in like different ways. So now we're just sort of getting to see that. But it's not as good as Game of Thrones, but it's good.
Yeah, it's worth a watch.
I
Still.
would say like once you finish Game of Thrones, I would say watch it, especially because I think that they're doing a second season, right?
Yeah, it comes out I think in the summer
I plan
this
on
year.
Of
watching
this
it.
year?
Yeah, because it's been 2 years.
Has it been 2 years?
Because
God damn.
yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah, I
been two
remember I
years.
watched part of one of the episodes with you when they do the fucking
We watched
C-section.
it. Yeah, so we watched it at the house party like 2 years ago.
I didn't realize that was 2 years ago now. God damn.
Yeah,
Wait, you guys watched what?
we watched House of the Dragon at the house party
Yeah, the first episode
in
when it
Yucca.
dropped.
You guys did?
I remember, yeah.
When?
That was at Yucca
At the house
2 years
party.
ago.
That was 2 years ago.
Marty.
I know it's been 2 years ago, but I do not remember you
I
guys
think
watching
you were
that.
in
You probably
the
didn't
pool.
care about it.
It was like late at night. You were probably in the pool because
I was probably drunk as shit. Yeah.
But yeah, that show was had some cool stuff in it. Some of the characters I hope fucking die in like gruesome ways though. Some of those people deserve it. No, like you'll see. Decky, tell me not. Some of those characters, like I hope you die, but like not just die. Like you need to die like viciously. They're just
Yeah, I
bad
get
people.
that.
Some of them are just
Yeah.
bad people. Bro, like I'm not even joking, Martine. Like I don't know how to word this on Twitch. They'll be like pulling like they're like Diddy. Let's word it like that. They're pulling like Diddy's with like women that are Diddy's favorite age.
They're
Like
pulling
it's like
Drakes?
that. Yeah, they're pulling Drakes. And you're
That's
like, what are you
crazy,
doing?
bro.
Yeah, except they're pulling Drakes, but like somebody be like, "You want my daughter Drake?" And they'll be like, "Hell yeah, brother!" And you'd be like, "What?"
She's 5 years old, so
That's like no lie though. Like you're joking about the 5-year-old thing. Like they'll be like, "You want my 5-year-old daughter to marry your 27-year-old son?" And they'd be like, "Hell yeah, brother." You'd be like, "What the fuck was that?"
That's crazy. Oh,
But yeah,
there's also that one chick, the one that Rob married. She's also cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she was cool.
forget her
She was
name.
like the doctor lady.
yeah.
Yeah,
She's a she's a lady, right? She's like a princess or something. No, she's not a princess. She's like a
She's a noble, but
she's a
like from
noble.
somewhere else,
Yeah,
from another
yeah,
country,
yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah, from Belarus or I don't fucking remember. Who else is good? Dude, the queen is a bitch. I fucking hate her. But
Cersei,
Cersei,
or
yeah,
her name is.
yeah.
Oh, I fucking hated that character. She was so good. She was good. She was a
no,
well-written character.
also
Yeah.
another good villain.
She's a very good
Very
villain.
good.
She's also a master manipulator. Oh,
She's
but
probably
oh my god. Okay, go ahead, keep going.
no. What were you gonna say?
No, it's just something like I noticed, like when like when I think that was the funniest thing when she tried to like threaten Tyrion when she's like, I know you're a whore, like I know who you love or whatever the fuck, and then she brings in Roz. Do you guys remember that scene?
Oh, she brought in the wrong person.
Yeah, she brought on the wrong person and was like, and then she was all beat up and shit, and then Tyrion had to like act out like, oh yeah, this is my boo. And then in my head, I was just laughing. I was like, dude, this dumb bitch. She doesn't
Yeah.
fucking know. But it kind of sucks because, like, at the same time, uh, she's kind of like taking the sword, you know, for him or for Shay, I guess. But I don't know why. Oh, maybe because Lord Varys. Because they were still friends at the time. Because he was the hand of the king.
God, I need you to finish this fucking show already. No, because like there's certain episodes that we just need to talk about. There's just like certain scenes that you just need to talk about.
All right. All right.
I just know that like once you have like till next week to finish.
Okay. Dude, that's a crazy timeline, but yeah, I could do it.
You can do it. Like that's
Yeah,
not
I
even
can
that
do it.
many episodes.
Well,
That's
I
like
can't watch it at work or anything. I can watch it on my breaks.
So?
It's only like an hour each, though.
It's like 5 seasons together.
Yeah,
That's not that much work. That's like
that's
think about it.
50 hours.
So I forgot that those are 10 episode seasons.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
back in the golden days when we at least got 10 episodes.
yeah. I wish
Now,
they
like,
give us 12, but it's okay.
Game of Thrones was I was okay with 10 though because they would give you 10 hours of fucking quality.
Yeah, that's all
There
they
was
did.
no like episode where you'd be like, well, that episode was kind of dog shit. You were like, well, at least fucking something went on.
Mm-hmm.
Even on the slower episodes, it was always like
There's some
whoa,
seasons
shit,
where like it
plot
was
points
kind
are
of
going
lame,
on.
or not seasons. There's some episodes where it's kind of like, oh, that was whatever. But there's like scenes in that episode.
But they're
like,
always like
oh, this is-
building up to like,
Yeah.
oh, something soon is gonna happen.
yeah.
Like, but anytime there's about to be a big battle, like you have some like minor things going on, but they still have to do that just so you know like what's going on beforehand.
Oh my god, I knew Joffrey was gonna fucking back out, a little pussy bitch, in the battle of the Mudgate, or
This-
whatever. Blackwater Bay. There we go.
Oh hell yeah! I
Dude,
wasn't
the
sure if you got to see that
battles-
yet.
I did see
Battles
that.
are so good.
They have
This
some
show.
of the best battles in like any show there. Hell yeah!
Like one battle will take up an entire episode.
And
An
it would be well
entire
done.
episode, and it's so good.
I
Yeah.
didn't realize you made it there. Oh, that means you've seen Wildfire. Wildfire's fucking.
Yeah,
good.
Wildfire is crazy.
How do you feel? When the fucking what was it? The Hound just leaves. He's like, I'm not dealing with
Oh,
this shit.
dude,
You
what a
gotta bring it
bitch!
back."
I was like, wow. Oh, okay, it's because
What do
he's
you mean,
scared of
what
the
a bitch?
fire. He was scared of the fire.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
the
has
Hound?
childhood trauma.
I know. All of
Did
a
they-
sudden.
What do you mean
Did they
all
get
of a
into it?
sudden? Have they told you why yet?
Oh yeah, it tells you.
I
It
don't-
tells you at the beginning, like what happened. But he said that his face got burned, but I'm not sure what in detail happened.
Oh yeah, no. Once you know why, you're
they
like,
get
you know
into
what?
that,
It makes
yeah.
more. Yeah, they tell you exactly what happened.
I think they. Yeah, I remember.
Mm.
They tell you like later.
They're probably
Like,
telling me
way
He
in
has
this
a
later.
season
conversation with somebody.
because right now
Yeah.
they just captured him, and well, not captured, like the non-bannerman found him with Arya Stark and like her two little friends.
Oh, that means that you met the
The
When
no
do you meet him?
bannerman.
No, I don't know if you've met him yet or not. Forget it.
You said the mask guy.
I haven't met no mask guy.
I don't want to talk about it yet. 'Cause I don't know
Oh,
the guy. There's a guy that
The
you met.
guy.
I don't want to say it just in case.
In the back of the carriage.
She helps out.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what mask guy? You mean the guy that she asked for favors for kills?
Yes. Okay, so you did meet him.
Yes, dude, that's like season 2, like middle of
I
season
don't
2.
know when you meet him. I don't know the timeline of the seasons. Martin.
Yeah, you know what would
I
help?
watched the
A
show
fucking
years ago.
timeline.
No, like not the timeline of the seasons you dip. I meant like I don't know what happened in what season specifically. What is the timeline? Yeah, knowing the year is gonna tell me what episode.
Yeah, it
things
would have told you.
happened in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
There's so
I
much
could have
that
told you the
happens. It's
year
hard
I'm
to
done
tell
at right
exactly
now.
what season it is.
yeah, because you're like, oh, was he here? Because like the face.
Yeah, the face guy, he's cool.
Yeah, the faceless man.
What's his name? They call I think she called him Jaren when they first meet, but he probably has like it's just like a fake name. He was one of the 3 dudes in the back.
But yeah, he's one of my favorite characters. He's a pretty cool dude.
He assassinates like whoever the fuck you say. Who's also from that one place, Bavar, that her teachers Bravos. There we go. That her teacher's from.
I was so mad that they never brought that teacher dude back. I know
He
that
died.
they killed him, but I wanted him to live.
I wanted him
whooping
to
shit
live.
with the
That
wooden
was
stuff.
nice.
Oh my god, if he would have lived. Imagine
They killed off some of the best characters in season 1.
Yeah.
Yo, please tell me not. If he had an actual sword, he would have been top 3 swordsman of the entire show.
Dude, he would have
was
fucking kicked
whooping
ass.
shit. He was whooping shit. He had the wooden sword knocking people over, and then they were like, they had like 8 dudes, and they're like, okay, he's gonna.
But didn't the guy that killed him
John Wick
take Arya to Harrenhal? Right? Harrenhal, that's what it's called.
I don't remember.
Didn't the Hound save her?
The Hound didn't save her.
No, she gets saved by like some random.
She gets saved by like some random dude.
Well, not random dude, but like
it was one of the guys that was taking her to the wall or taking them to the wall. Oh, never mind. It wasn't that guy, but it is the guy from the wall that's like picking up people for like picking up fucking slaves or people that are lesser to like go work for the wall.
Not just slaves, people that committed crimes, people that they just sort of have nothing better going on. They were like, I'm gonna
let's take him to the wall. And he was gonna take her to Winterfell.
The one that told her to change her identity?
Yeah, the one that cut her face, cut her hair.
Like turned into a boy. Yeah,
boy. She kind of looks like a boy.
That's why I'm trying to remember like who you met yet because I don't want to bring up somebody and you're like, who's that? And I'm like, nobody. Because there's so many there's characters that.
Then rewatch the show, Tim. Catch up to me.
I would catch up to you. I would pass you.
You probably would pass me because I have work tomorrow.
It doesn't even matter about the work. I would just pass.
No, it wouldn't matter because of the work.
No.
If I didn't have work tomorrow, I would binge it.
Do you work on Saturday?
No. But I'm gonna go to Fresno.
If you were to be like
it's Mother's Day weekend,
catch up to me, I would wait for you. I would start on Saturday and still pass you.
No.
I guarantee you. I would.
No, you wouldn't. Oh wait, no. Well, this weekend, yes, because
no, but in general,
it's Mother's Day.
I binge shows fast.
How do you watch at fucking 2 times speed? What the fuck?
No, I don't.
Then
watch
you wouldn't.
I would pass you because I just don't need to.
Back to back.
I'm just better at binging.
It does, that makes no fucking sense because if we watch the same show at the same time,
no, it's not about
you wouldn't be able
at the same time. I'm saying that like if I told you, Martina, I'm going to start watching on Saturday, I would pass you. Like if not necessarily that we're watching at the same time, I would just pass you. I'm just letting you know.
I don't think so, Tim, but okay.
I guarantee I would.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No,
because up until this point, how many hours is that? That's like 20 hours.
Right now, I'm at 22 hours.
I only need 1 day.
Hours?
I would need 1 day to catch up, and the rest of that time.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, I could be watching 22 hours as well.
You wouldn't do it though. You don't know what it takes. You're not a real binger like me, bro. I'm gonna tell you.
He said, "You know what it takes."
He's calling you a pussy.
I know, and it makes no fucking sense. Because he's just saying like, I can watch faster than you. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
How many episodes have you watched in like 1 day? Like, what is? Like,
I watched the full season.
That's it.
Oh, my bad.
I don't know.
My bad. I have to sleep 8 hours.
Game of Thrones, I'd watched like more than a season in a day because I was like trying to catch up to myself. Not catch up to myself. I was just trying to finish it. I could finish all of Game of Thrones in probably like, give me like 3 days. I know I'd be done.
I'm not a huge binger. Every time I try to like take a day to binge, I'm like, I feel like shit. I'm like, damn, my whole day went to just watching.
But you know what it is that as long as it's not anime, I can binge. But like I do it while I'm gaming, so like time is just flying for both.
See, I can't do that. I can't.
You can't
play a
You can't
game.
like game on something that's like takes your full attention away.
No, but I've watched Game of Thrones before, so I already know what's gonna happen. It's like it's different.
Well, yeah, in this scenario, yeah, but if it's something new or like something you're interested in,
You say that.
it's
When I
hard
was
to keep
watching,
track.
I finished the Fallout show in like one day, but I was playing League the entire time as well, most of the
And
time.
you understood everything.
Yeah, I watched the. I know everything that happened in that show. You know, just be paying attention. But I'm good at multitasking in that sense.
I'm not.
I can't.
Or
use
like,
games.
if
I
I
tried
notice
playing games
something,
and watch shows. It's not possible for me.
Something takes my full
the
attention,
thing
and
is
then
that
like it's hard to concentrate on something else.
if something important happens and I missed it, I'll just go back. Like I'll just like rewind a little bit and pause it. But for the most part, like, because the thing, most of the time in shows, there's not a ton of important stuff going on, so you can like sort of pay attention passively. At least for me.
I would get in like League if you're playing norms, but in ranked, like it's just you're just trying to win. But if something else is taking your attention away, you're not fully focused on
That's
the
why I
game.
pause it if I have to.
Oh my god. I don't understand your thought process.
That doesn't
Tim.
affect you at all. You don't think like if you had like 100% attention to League, you would like win every game.
No, there's just sometimes, bro, I into the game today. I'm not gonna lie. But like, there's just sometimes that like you're just not gonna win. And for the most part, like I can pay enough attention to win the fights. I'm gonna log in right
But
now. Just
like
make sure I didn't get banned.
CSing and
No, like because the thing that CSing is something I don't have to focus that hard to CS. Like I know how to do it properly at this point.
it's just second nature to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's God's given gamer apparently.
I can get like without focusing, I could probably get like a bare minimum, like at least 7 or 8 CS per minute. If I focus, I can do that more consistently or get like higher.
I want to watch Tim watch a movie, and also play League at the same time. And then I give him a test at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah, we watched Godzilla finally.
Oh, dude,
We could
How'd
talk
you guys
about
like
that.
it?
dude, movie's a banger.
That
It's
movie
good.
was such
It
a
is a
banger,
banger.
but now you guys understand why I was so mad at the end because I was like, but why though?
Can we talk about
The whole-
it? Technically, it's been out since like January, but
What is
it's
that,
been on
5 months?
streaming. It's been like 5 months, yeah. It's been on streaming for like a
We can
couple
talk about
days.
it. We can
This
talk about
last
it.
Friday.
Yeah.
What
Okay,
do you
if
say?
we
We're
can
gonna
talk
give
about
things
it.
at least like a month going forward. So like it's been more than enough.
Okay, if that's the case, then yeah,
My-
we're gonna talk about it.
It pissed me off. That bitch should have died. Let's be realistic.
Oh,
here.
she should have died. I agree.
There was no reason for her to live.
Yeah, she should have been disintegrated, to be honest.
Everybody else
Turned
in
to
that general
dust.
area died except for her. Like, get the fuck out of here. All those
She
people
just
were
has
dead.
like an arm and a cast, like broken limbs or whatever,
At the or
fully intact.
She should have mega cancer. Like,
She
let's
kind
be
of does
realistic.
technically.
Does she?
Yeah, did you not
They
see
didn't
her
mention
neck?
it.
You do not remember? So this is what I was telling you
People
last
speculated that
time.
it was a Godzilla cell. Like that's not necessarily cancer. People
Yeah,
were
yeah,
speculating
yeah.
different things that it could be. But I'm saying like she should have died like a radiation sickness right there. Like it shouldn't be like she. There's no way with 1940s medicine that she lives.
That's the thing. It's probably the Godzilla cell. Whatever that thing that's on her is probably
I
keeping
get
her
it,
alive.
I get it, but it feels like stupid plot armor.
Of course.
And it gets rid of his motivation for wanting to suicide bomb the fuck out of Godzilla. Let's be realistic. And then him deciding to
Well,
live for the kid.
He lives for the kid.
Like,
yeah.
I get that, but like now she's alive too. Get the fuck out of here. It should have just been him and the kid at the end. Let's be realistic.
Well, remember, it's
Yeah.
kind of like what she said at the beginning. There's a reason that you lived, or whatever the fuck, and it was to do that, and that's kind of like his reward for staying alive. Like, oh, my fucking boo is still alive.
You know, his reward should have been that the kid was there. She should have been dead.
I
There's
agree. She should have been
no
dead, but I can see why they did
justification.
it.
I don't even see why they did it. No, they changed the ending though. The original ending, she was dead, and then they changed it because people were sad.
Oh, really?
I think so. I think that
It's a Godzilla movie. Like
one
people
second.
are supposed to die that you care about. It's total destruction.
They changed. Wait, so there was a different ending? Who was sad? But either way,
Japanese audiences.
Oh, by the way, Decky, I made it so that way there's the -1 version, the minus color version, and the colored version. So If you want to watch it without color, it's on there.
Yeah, I might do that.
It gives you like a 1950s vibe, which is pretty cool.
How did it release originally? In color?
In color, but there's also in the movie theater they also offered the minus color version.
Could be
Oh,
wrong.
that's
Give me a
cool.
second.
I like that.
Yeah, I might watch that sometime soon. They're both on Plex, by the way.
What the hell is this?
What?
1 second.
Okay, we'll keep talking. But no, yeah, it was a great film. I liked it. Like almost, I think I liked everything about it because everything was just everything kind of pieced together. There were some areas where like, oh, that doesn't make sense. Like mathematically and physically and science and stuff.
This
Like,
dude said that Godzilla minus one sucked.
who the fuck? Why?
His precincts is dog shit. He said the CGI effects are decent, but certainly not mind blowing. At the times, Godzilla looks like it's spotted out of a second-rate video game. Looks goofy.
Second rate video game is crazy. Okay.
Second-rate video game.
It wasn't
His
bad.
goofy
It
looking
was
with a
really
cheesy
good.
It was
grin
good.
and a big round belly, what makes him look more laughable than formidable. What the fuck do you mean,
Dude,
Yo,
he
please.
turned
Why is
into
he
a
criticizing the VFX?
monster.
But the dramatic elements of the film feel manufactured and fake. It's a fucking monster movie. Cue the ridiculously hokey happy ending. Okay, I can live with that one.
They had a
especially when I felt
crazy
zero
low
emotional
budget,
investment.
and they did so good with it.
You felt zero emotional investment in the characters. That you're just a bad
That's
person
not
at that
true.
point.
That's not
You're
true.
just a bad person. I loved half those characters. Some of the characters I could have lived without, but like for the most part, I liked most of the characters.
Characters are likable. It's a character movie. It's not like
Yeah, Godzilla movies
Godzilla was just like
are
an
not
element.
about Godzilla. Let's be realistic. Well, they're about Godzilla, but they're not. Most of the time, they're about like the human story going on, and then Godzilla comes and he fucks shit up. That's always been like the Godzilla premise.
Well, yeah, that's what they try to do with like some of the Hollywood movies, where the characters are just you don't really care though. Like they try to do
But even
character
like
building, but it's
the
just
the
stinkers.
other Japanese ones, most of the time Godzilla shows up. He normally has like maybe 20 minutes of runtime in his own movies. Like
Yeah.
not even most of the time. But it's because they use him as like this big thing. Like it's a big moment when he's actually there.
Yeah.
Even in minus one, like he has his scenes, but his scenes aren't that long.
It was kind of scary,
and
like
it's
honestly. Like
Yeah,
It is a scary movie.
because when
Yeah.
he shows up, yeah, but like that adds to it though. Because when he shows up, it's like, oh, this shit's gonna go down.
Yeah.
There was not like no pointless scene that it was in. Like every time he showed up, it was
Yeah.
just like
To say
meaningful
that
and
he looked
impactful.
like shit too is crazy though. That was probably one of the best done. It's not the best Godzilla. I think realistically, I think in terms of a Godzilla movie, it's probably one of my favorites. But the design of Godzilla in the American ones, like the more recent ones, is probably better. But it's, in my opinion.
Have you seen? You need to see Shin Godzilla, bro. You need to
No,
see
but I mean,
it.
like in terms of, but like Shin Godzilla doesn't look like a Godzilla. Like let's be
when he
realistic.
when he
I've
turns
seen,
into Godzilla, yeah, when he's fully
Yeah,
evolved,
he evolves.
does.
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm saying like the different forms of it before that point.
No,
Like
no, but that's
that's
like
what
the
but
whole
I
point.
mean like that I think that Universal's design of Godzilla is probably one of the best designs of Godzilla.
The Hollywood one.
Yeah.
I think Shin
Just in
Godzilla
terms
is
It's
better.
fair because
but-
the budget is crazy. It's a Hollywood budget, but this Godzilla minus one had a $10 million budget, which
I'll look it up
is
right now. Shin Godzilla.
I'm pretty sure Shin Godzilla was low budget too.
I don't know the budget on Shin Godzilla, but
I'm pretty sure it was really low.
it doesn't look very low. Oh, it was $10 million too. Jesus Christ.
No, I think Shin Godzilla's form looks good. I'm looking at it, but I don't think it looks as much like it's more like a. All right. I'm comparing it to like old school Godzilla. Like it looks like I think that Universal does the
Like a
best
toy?
job. Yeah, no, but
Old
like, I think
school
it does the
Godzilla
best.
looks like a toy.
Yeah, but I think like it does the best job of modernizing that version, like the new ones.
I think the new one looks more like the video game ones.
The Universal one,
Yeah, the Universal one looks like the video game ones.
but I don't think Shin Godzilla looks as much like old school Godzilla.
I just think it's a really good Godzilla.
I didn't say it was a bad one. I'm just saying like in terms of like looking like the old school or like modernizing. The
So
Yeah,
does that make
I
it
think they-
better?
What?
Does that make
I
it
think
better
they
for
kept
you?
it very classic.
In my opinion, yeah.
I think they made it. I think they kept it classic, but
What Shin?
yeah,
Not with this whole skin thing and all that.
But as soon as you get to the end, when he's fully evolved, it does look like a Godzilla. Like it does look like him.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, he's fucking.
Not the way his mouth opens and everything. It looks very. It's still more. It's different. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's probably like in the top 5, but I don't think it's number 1.
He looks like a turtle in Godzilla vs Kong.
But I think
He looks fat.
Yeah, he looks fat.
I think he looks
like
good
a fat turtle.
in 2014 Godzilla.
2014, the King of Monsters.
Is that 2014? I think
The solo one?
Yeah, the solo one, the first solo one.
The one with Millie Bobby Brown.
No, what? No, with freaking Bryan Cranston. Why do you keep bringing up?
Oh, that's the second one.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? What do I keep bringing up Millie Bobby Brown? I haven't brought her up
No, I
once.
said I didn't say the Millie Bobby Brown. I said the wrong one.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Millie Bobby
Because
Brown.
you listed the same movie twice, and I said no twice, and you kept like you were like, yeah, that
Oh,
one.
I
was
forgot.
Like, no.
I thought King of
Oh,
Monsters
there's
was a different one, but
No, that's why I was like, no, this is the same one.
There's a comparison here.
there's
The
actually like a
2019 to
But I think
2014 one.
2014's looks really well done.
Yeah, he looks
Bryan Cranston was good.
less fat. I think he just looks less fat.
But I think that's probably my favorite. Obviously, like the Zilla Godzilla is probably like the worst one, like the one from the 90s.
Yeah. You need to watch Shin Godzilla.
I'll watch it eventually.
You need to watch it
I'll watch it eventually.
soon.
I think that.
Watch it today.
Yo.
After pod.
Yeah, I have stuff to do.
Like what?
I have to go to the gym and then I have to game with Puma and Pandas.
All right, do that after Godzilla.
Yeah.
It's only like a 2-hour movie.
Yeah, I have to go to the gym.
Watch it at the
Watch
gym.
it at the gym.
Yeah, there you go.
No, because I'm gaming with Puma and Pandas at like 11 my time, which means I have to go to the gym before then after the pod.
All right, what did you want to do? What was your little surprise that you said?
I want you guys.
He's
I
gonna make
have
us kiss.
no. So I
I'll do
looked
it.
up different articles, but I'm gonna pick this one. It's an. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. We're gonna see which one I use. I'm gonna pick a list of the. I want from. Actually, we'll use these people
What do you mean by these people?
because this is from
I'm kind of
2024.
scared. What the fuck?
No,
Are we
no.
gonna role
So
play?
it's a list of the top. This list is the top 30, but video games of all time. But I'm gonna go through the top
We're
10.
gonna-
I want you guys to
gonna
see
do
if
some
you guys can
LARPing.
guess what they have on the top 10
Top 10 what?
video games of all time.
Top 10 video. Wait, what list is this? From like IGN
According to
or
who?
Metacritic or?
It's from IGN. IGN's top 10 of all time. This list was it says it was updated, but it's from 2021. It's in 2024. It was updated. I don't know what games are on here. Like overall, like I don't know like if they have games from 2024 or not.
Time? Dude, I have no idea. I don't know classics like that.
Not all of them are classics.
I bet you I know which
but
ones.
I'm
I
not
bet you I
gonna
know
get
which
the
one's number one.
classics.
I bet you I know what's number one. Can I
You
start
just have to guess
guessing?
the top 10.
Can I guess?
Yes.
Minecraft.
No.
What?
Minecraft is not even in the top 10.
Oh
Halo.
wow.
Halo is not in the top 10.
What the Okay, what is this? Zelda.
Which Zelda?
Breath of the Wild.
I don't know.
Breath of the Wild is number 1.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Let's see. It's probably gonna be like a bunch of Mario type. Mario Kart 8.
No.
Mario Odyssey.
No. There are 2 Mario games on here. There is another
64.
Zelda game on here. Mario 64 is number 7.
Okay.
What is this like people that voted on it, or is it in terms of popularity? Like
I don't know. It's an IGN list.
Yeah, it's probably just whatever IGN thinks.
IGN is
That's what I'm
not
saying. That's what I'm
the
saying.
greatest.
If it's another Zelda game, it's probably gonna be Ocarina of Time.
No.
Oh wow, Majora's Mask? No, it can't be Majora's Mask.
No.
Gotta be maybe Tears of the Kingdom, but I doubt it.
Nope.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. I guarantee you there's no way we can guess this top 100, but like the top 10.
I bet you we
So-
can do the top 10. I bet you can do the top 10.
guess the top
Is it another Zelda game and another Mario game, right?
Yeah. 'Cause you said 64, right? That 64 is
Yeah.
number 7.
64 is number
Are
7.
there any multiplayer games?
Technically,
GoldenEye?
Yeah.
007?
not in the top 10.
That's a
Oh,
good
okay.
one. GoldenEye.
Even though the
There's
game's kind of
multiplayer
dog
game.
shit.
Here, I lied.
Kind of dog shit game, but
PUBG.
No.
no, no way. This is an IGN list, man.
PUBG is probably somewhere on the top 100, but there's no way it's top 10. No.
League of Legends.
No.
Wait, no way. Zelda. Ocarina of Time's not there. That's crazy.
It's probably on the list somewhere, but it's not top
Skyward
10.
Sword.
No.
Zelda 1, 2, or 3.
No.
Yeah.
The fuck? Did you just list 3 different numbers?
There's Zelda 1, 2, and 3. Legend of Zelda 1, Legend of Zelda 2, and 3.
But like
Link to the
your
Past.
guesses is- Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
That was number 4.
10th try. That's what I thought.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, obviously, my bad.
Easy first try.
First try.
All right, cool. Link to the
Skate
Past.
3.
Skate 3
No.
is not top. You know what? Skate 3 was on a different list though. Oh no, it wasn't Skate 3. It was Tony Hawk Underground.
That's a good
Something
one.
was on a different list.
And
That's a good one.
I don't know if it's top 10 of all time video games, but like it was on.
So
a
how many have
list.
we
It's not
listed so
on this
far?
list.
Breath of the Wild.
You've
Mario
listed-
64.
GTA 5.
No,
Oh,
not
wow.
top 10.
San Andreas?
No GTA's on there?
No GTA in the top 10.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What the fuck?
I'm surprised Minecraft's not on there.
What's the criteria for this list? I don't get it.
I have no fucking idea. One of these games, there's no way in hell you guys guess. The other ones, you probably will.
Quake.
Quake?
No.
Sea of Thieves?
No.
Cyberpunk.
No.
No Man's Sky.
No.
It's just that we don't know it. Or we won't know it.
Do we
You guys
not know it? Or
There's
you
one of
think-
them you won't. If you guys know number 10, I'll be amazed. Let's word it like that. The
Yes.
other ones you
Why
guys
you
definitely can guess.
why are you challenging us then?
No. The other 9, I think you guys can get.
Is it any of the Call of
You've
Duties?
already gotten half of them. No. You've already gotten Breath of the Wild.
Do they
Mario
have to be
64,
Nintendo
Link to
games?
the
just
Past.
dominated
they're not
by
Nintendo.
Nintendo?
Games.
They're not Nintendo games?
No. They're not. There's other non-Nintendo. There's a Rockstar game on here. There's like other games.
Red
on
Dead
here.
Redemption 2?
Yeah, that's on there.
Okay.
That is number 8. So you've gotten number 8.
That is
number
above
7.
GTA?
I could see that though. Red Dead Redemption 2.
The
a
story
really
is
good story
amazing.
game.
Yeah.
There's parts of it that are slow, but for the most part, Red Dead Redemption 2 story is really good.
So we said Red Dead 2.
You've gotten a good portion of the list.
We got half the list so far.
Yeah.
Rocket League.
No.
No. By multiplayer, let's word it like this: it's co-op game. It's a co-op.
Yeah, I
game.
figured.
Castle
it's not gonna be like
Crashers.
solely multiplayer.
Castle Crashers.
It's not only co-op, but it is the multiplayer part of it is co-op.
Is The Witcher on there?
No.
Oh. That would have been Sekiro.
Skyrim?
But no to both of those. By the way, GTA 5 was number 12, and
Oh.
Hades was number 13. This list is dog shit. Now
I
that I'm
hate
looking at
it.
it. There's certain
Doom.
games that deserve to be top 10 that aren't.
I want to know what number 10 is, dude. But
I can't believe
You're not gonna
Halo's
guess it.
not on there. Why is Halo not on there?
Halo 2 is like number 15. And Witcher is number 16.
Undertale.
Undertale is number 20.
Oh, damn.
Bruh.
That's a good game.
Some of these games don't
I
deserve to
hate
be
this
up here.
list.
Apex Legends.
No. What is wrong with you people? There's only one other co-op game.
Portal 2.
Portal 2 is number 3.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, that was the co-op game. It was no fucking way.
Now the rest of them are single players, huh? Interesting.
I believe so.
So hold on, let me. I could write
So
this.
you've
down.
gotten number 1, number 3, number 4, number 7, and number 8. There's certain games that you should have guessed a long time ago. There's no way.
I should have guessed a long time ago.
Yeah.
Why? Among Us.
No.
Oh.
I hope you. There's no way. This is way harder than I thought for you people. There's no way.
Wait, what was the year this came out?
2021, but it was updated in
Oh.
2023.
Oh, okay.
Don't say oh okay, because some of those games you guys listed were older than 2021.
Yeah, but some
I
of
was
them aren't.
figuring that they're gonna be all classics and shit.
A lot of them are classics, but not all of them. Some of these are older
Like,
than others by like a lot.
Is Doom on there?
No, not in top 10. Doom is probably on here somewhere. I didn't look through the whole list. I just looked at the top 10. Doom is number 29.
Half-Life
Which one?
3. Sorry, not fucking 3, 2.
Ooh,
Half-Life 2 is number 9. How did you?
wow.
I'm amazed you didn't guess Half-Life way earlier. It's always listed
I didn't
as
play
like one of the-
Half-Life.
Yeah,
Me
but
neither.
it's not about playing Half-Life. It's just knowing its legacy.
It's just not the first thing I thought of, you know? Left 4 Dead?
It's always listed as one of like the top games of all time. Left 4 Dead is not on here, no. Not for top 10.
Which number you say we're not gonna get?
10, you said?
10. You're not gonna get 10.
Number
Like
10?
you would have to name like a fucking. To me, it was a niche game.
One of the Assassin's
It-
Creeds. Brotherhood.
No.
Niche game.
You guys have 1, 2, 3, 4 more games to get. I don't think you can do it.
We named 6 already?
I'm gonna give you guys like 10 more guesses, and then we're gonna be done. And I'll
Okay.
tell you what the last ones are.
Niche game?
You can give us hints on these ones?
Is
Without spoiling?
One of them is a sci-fi game. There is another Nintendo game.
You lied to me.
Actually, those are 2 Nintendo games.
fucking
Another
lied
one
to
of them
me.
is
it?
sci-fi.
I
think
don't
it's-
know Nintendo games.
I do. It's okay, I got it, Decky. I have to pick wisely.
Oh. I want to say like, no, never mind.
No, say it.
I was gonna say like Ori and the Blind Forest or Little Nightmares. As like a niche game or whatever.
Or like Limbo.
Yeah,
No,
like one
it's
of
not
those.
I'll tell you, there is one more Mario game.
Why
Actually,
is Detroit not?
Animal Crossing would be up there, huh?
No.
Oh.
I just said there's one more Mario game, and you go Animal
Animal Crossing's not Mario.
I know, but I just gave you a hint.
I know, but Emily said it while you said that.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. I don't have the chat open right now.
The Mario game, huh? The original Super Mario Bros.
No.
Is it the
Super
one that
Mario-
everybody tries to speedrun?
Super Mario Sunshine?
No.
Well, the original one everybody tries to fucking speedrun. There's like a world record for like 4 minutes and like 12 seconds or some shit. It's not Mario Tennis. There's no way.
No.
Mario versus Sonic at the Olympic Games.
No.
What the fuck?
No way.
You didn't know those
It's a
existed?
real game.
Yeah, those are real, dude. Those are pretty
Yeah,
bangers, actually.
Those are games. I knew about those.
They're pretty banger, not gonna lie.
Super
On the
Mario.
Wii,
No,
especially.
I want to take a look at what Emily said, but no. You guys give up?
Mario Bros. Wonder? There's no way.
No.
Okay.
Do you guys give up?
No.
No.
I just can't get into the mind of like an IGN writer.
Yeah, another Mario one. Sunshine's really good, though. Luigi's Mansion's not up there.
No.
I guess it's 64.
You said it was updated this or last year?
I don't know
So
what the
that
update
means they
was. I
put
don't know
a
if
new
they
up-
changed. I don't know if they added games or they changed games or they just updated the article. But the articles.
Oh, you're just doing top 10. So they
Yeah.
probably did add games, but it's probably not. None of them hit the top 10 past couple years.
I will tell you, none of these games are newer.
Oh,
Like nothing would have came out after 2021.
oh yeah, is Resident Evil in there?
Not for top 10.
Why is my brain blanking out right now with Mario games?
Dark Souls 3?
No. None of the Souls games are on here.
Yeah, I said Sekiro earlier, and I'm surprised that wasn't on
There's
the list.
there's Souls games on the list in the top 100, but they're not in the top 10. Like Bloodborne is like numbered like 19.
Bloodborne's good. Breath of the Wild is number 1,
Yakuza?
Emily.
Would you say that?
A Yakuza game?
No. I have you guys stumped right now. By me, I mean
Oh,
IGN.
fucking
I want to
Final
guess the other
Fantasy
Mario
game?
game. Final
No, it's not
Fantasy?
Final Fantasy. None of the Final Fantasy games.
I want to guess the other Mario game, and after that, I give up.
So one of the sci-fi ones, the main ship
I'm sorry.
is I'm gonna fucking give you a huge hint. It's called the Normandy.
That doesn't help me. I don't play sci-fi games.
What the fuck? It's an
Star
RPG
Fox?
game.
No.
No.
It's not Super Mario World, is it?
Emily got it right.
Oh my god. That's on the Super
It was
Nintendo.
Super Mario. Yeah, it was Super Mario World.
That's a good one.
2.
That's actually a good one.
That mean you guys give up now?
Sure.
Wait, what's the? I want to know the Normandy ship. Wait, hold on. Normandy.
Normandy? You gonna guess on
Normandy.
that?
Sci-fi game, older Normandy ship.
It's not that old. It's
Oh.
older. It's not like ancient. It's 360 era.
If it's familiar.
Dead Space?
No. Okay, yeah. What's the rest of them?
Alien
Okay.
Isolation.
No. So number 10 was Disco Elysium. There was no way you guys were gonna guess
Dude, I
that.
have that on my list. Why is that a good game?
I've never heard of
David
that
is
game.
number 10 of all time. This is an IGN list, by the way. Number 9 was Half-Life 2. You guys got that one after some time.
Yeah.
Number 8, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yep.
Number 7, Super Mario 64. Number 6 was Mass Effect 2. That's the Normandy. Number 5 was Super Metroid. Number 4 was the Zelda A Link in the Past. Number 3 was Portal 2. Number 2 was Super Mario World. And number 1 was Breath of the Wild. This is a crazy fucking list that number 1 of all time is Breath of the Wild.
It is a very good game, but I don't think it's top best of the fucking best in the world.
There's better games.
Disco Elysium is like an RTS game, I think.
I think they have like games on here that I would put above like other games. Like Mario's cool, but Fallout New Vegas is better than Mario. And I don't even think Fallout New Vegas is like the best game of all time.
Where's Borderlands at?
Borderlands 2 is number 100.
Bruh.
Then you have like Divinity on here. Like there's games that like belong higher on the list, but at least let's be realistic here. Mario games are good, but they're not like they're more of like in my opinion, more like classic. They're not necessarily best games of all time level. I think there's games that do better than Mario. Which might be a controversial opinion. But like
There's games that like change your life. I don't think Mario is like one of those or counts.
yeah.
Super Mario 64 was pretty big because it was like the first
Yeah,
time you
but to
see
put-
Mario in 3D. It was pretty
But to
big.
put 2 Mario games in the top 10 games of all time, that's diabolical work. That is the dog shit list. Normandy ships of battleships. God damn it.
At least they were good games because those are good games. Those are very
the,
good
the
games.
top 10,
Or
all
the
the
best
games in
ones.
the top 10 were good. I just don't think that all of them deserve to be top 10 games of all time.
I think Super
Even
Mario
for
Galaxy is
2021.
better than Mario 64, but whatever.
But for top 10 games of all time, it's crazy. I think going for we should once a week, one of us should find a list of like a top 10 thing, and then the other two have to like guess things on
Okay.
it. But like find like an interesting topic, like so not something that's gonna stump us. Like don't be like top 10 chemicals for like whatever. Like no, nobody's gonna fucking know what that shit is. But like pick like a thing like gaming. Maybe like it could even be like a top 10 games of all time list, but like from like a different place.
The best elements on the periodic table.
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm down for that.
Like obviously like pick like it could be like another like even if it's like another top 10 games of all time, but pick like some random Joe Schmo's website. like see what this random dickhead thinks is the top 10.
Or
'Cause,
or
like, you
like
know,
top
like-
10 roguelikes of all time, or top 10 like
Yeah.
adventure games of all time, strategy games, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, whatever it would be. Like, it doesn't always have to be games. It could be top 10 movies of all time, like from different lists. It could be like whatever it is. Just like
Okay.
pick something. Like you guys have to guess and see how many we can get out of it. I
I'm
think
down
it would be
for
like
that.
an interesting thing to do.
I'm down for
Because
that.
because obviously like IGN has a very interesting way of picking games, obviously, especially after seeing that list. League of Legends was in the top 90 though.
All right, Decky, you're next. You're gonna do the next one next week.
Yeah,
I remember. You gotta remind me.
I saw the message.
Better not forget.
All right. Let's go with. Do you have any ADAs for this week?
No, I have
Okay,
none.
so then instead of that, let's go into I think our last topic of the day, 'cause I'm getting a bit tired, is Kendrick Lamar and Drake's beef escalating to what is probably the end unless Kendrick drops any more music.
I think it's the
Uh,
end.
It might
I
be.
think the last drop was Sunday, and that was Drake.
Yes.
I don't think Kendrick's gonna push it anymore. There was like this thing I saw on Twitter today. It was I think they're actually getting like pressure from their labels to stop.
I saw that.
Mm.
Yeah, I saw that. That was like a supposed thing that like that people don't know if it's true or not yet, but like the labels are putting pressure on Kendrick to just drop it because they're losing a lot of
Yeah.
money. Which would
Well,
make
Drake's
sense.
losing a lot of money.
Wait,
Which
why are
is
they
losing
losing
the label
money?
a lot of money? Because they're calling Drake a pedophile. People don't want to be associated.
Oh,
with
like
pedophiles.
they're okay. Okay, that's what you mean. Like,
Like,
they're
Drake's
losing
gonna-
sponsors. There we go.
Yeah, because
Yes.
Drake is associated with Nike, and
Yeah.
True.
and a lot
he's
of
gonna
other
be
things.
losing a lot of money if he loses that deal.
That's true.
So this whole beef started a couple of weeks back now with the.
It started a while ago, actually.
I think it was about
looked
3
into
weeks. Well, the
Well, if you
the
wanna go,
overall
like-
beef was like years. Yes, it was years ago. But the
Yeah.
current beef, it escalating to going into diss tracks started roughly like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
It happened when Kendrick dropped Like That on Metro Boomin's album.
Yeah, that was.
It was one
the-
line. He said, "Oh no, actually,
It was like a
it
one or
was
two lines.
before because of First Person Shooter on Drake's latest album, where they said there was big three people.
Yeah,
three
the big three
rappers.
being J. Cole, him, and Kendrick, and then it was
Kendrick was supposed to be on that
yeah,
song, but he declined.
and then Kendrick well, it didn't retaliate, but he kind of just like said like, "Oh,
He said what
there's
he
no
said.
big three,
It's
it's
just
just
Big
big
Me."
me." Yeah,
Yes.
and then
Which
they
then
took it as an attack.
escalated to I think Drake dropped another 2 songs, or it was him and J. Cole. I think J. Cole dropped a song as well, is what it was.
Oh yeah,
I didn't listen to J.
and
Cole
then he
stuff,
went
but-
back on
So
it.
J. Cole, so I think it was Drake dropped a song, I think. I don't know if it was before or after J. Cole. I don't remember. But J. Cole dropped a song, and like a couple days later, he was like, I actually humbly declined this beef and left.
Yeah,
I redact what I said. He
I
didn't
mean,
even like.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't even like major. He just kind of like. He said Kendrick's last 2 albums were boring. I think.
He was
It
like,
was like a
Kendrick, you
light
haven't dropped a
jab.
song in like 4 years, bitch. And then
Yeah.
and then he was like, I retract my statement, sir. My bad.
Not only a retract, he was like he full on
apologized.
apologized.
He apologized,
at a
yeah.
festival
It
set.
was like, I didn't mean it. I swear to God, man.
He's
But
like, "That's not
apparently,
like
I
me,
think
bro."
It was, supposedly, Schoolboy Q spoke to J. Cole and was like, back the fuck out. This shit's about to go down. He gave him like one of those, don't
A
go
warning.
to school tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, don't go to school tomorrow.
Yeah, he gave it J. Cole like a don't go to, like Kendrick's about to fucking pop off.
Yeah,
And which escalated to this past week being Kendrick dropping Euphoria first,
yes.
then dropping
Me the grams.
no. Then he dropped
On Kendrick's side?
Euphoria. Then he.
No. Drake dropped first. He dropped
What did he drop
Push Ups.
first?
Well, first he did drop
Oh, he
after
dropped
the
Push-Ups, yes, my
retaliation.
bad.
Yeah, he
But
did.
wasn't push-ups after J. Cole's thing, or was that like
Yeah,
recent? Was that this week?
that
Was
that
Push-Ups this week?
started.
It definitely
that was, like-
started after.
No,
Like,
that's what I mean.
that.
Like that was the song that like J. Cole dropped his and Drake dropped Push-Ups, and then Kendrick
Yeah.
this week is when he responded to it all.
Yeah, they started. Push Ups is what pressured Kendrick into dropping. Like
Euphoria.
it took him a
Yes.
while actually.
Yeah,
it was
took
like
him
3
like a
weeks.
week.
Euphoria.
I think it was like not 3 weeks. It was like 17 days or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that.
It
So
was
he took
it
his
was not
time
3
to
weeks. It
write
was like
that.
a little over 2 weeks to respond. He was like, okay, let's fucking run it then, baby. So he dropped Euphoria. Then he was it Kendrick dropped a second song? Because what did Kendrick drop?
Yeah,
Kendrick dropped Euphoria. He
and then
dropped
he dropped like 2 days later again. He dropped
616, right?
616. Oh my god, I keep forgetting about that song. That's the one that I can't remember. So he dropped 616. I think in the same day as 616,
Drake
Drake
dropped
dropped Family Matters.
Family Matters.
And
Yeah,
within 20
24
minutes or
hours.
less, no, it was not 24 hours. It was within 20 minutes, Kendrick dropped
Oh yeah.
Meet the Grams.
Oh yeah, Meet the Grams when he went. Oh my
So
god, that was a
616
banger.
dropped in the morning. Family Matters dropped that night. Not even 20 minutes later, Kendrick fucking drops Meet the Grams, which is one of the most diabolical songs of all fucking time.
Yeah,
Then the next morning, Kendrick drops fucking. Was it the next morning? Was it? It was the next day, right? Like he drops like Not Like Us. Or was it the day after? I can't remember now.
Well, no. After Meet the Grams, I think Drake responded with
yeah. He did
Family Matters. Family Matters, and he
No,
dropped
no,
the video.
no. Meet the Grams dropped after Family Matters.
Yeah, I
Did
forgot
he?
what song.
Yeah,
I
because it
think
was
so. Okay.
616 dropped. Now I remember it was 616 dropped, then Family Matters dropped, then
Oh,
Meet the
okay.
Grams dropped, and then
Yeah.
like right after, then he dropped the Not Like Us, which led to Drake's most recent song, which was basically saying, "No,
The
I
Heart,
didn't
right?
do that. No."
Oh, he's like, no, he said, haha, we slipped information to your team. Haha. Oh yeah, I don't fuck kids or something. He's like, I'm too rich for that.
Yeah, which is one of the craziest responses, saying, "I'm too famous and rich to have sex with children." Like,
The
do you not
craziest?
remember Epstein and like R. Kelly, Diddy? Like, there's so many people that are so way richer and way more connected than Drake that have done this. And it's like, are you fucking dumb? That's not the defense you think it is.
I think
And then
one
he
of
name
the
dropped Millie Bobby Brown when nobody else did in like any of the songs.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
J. Cole dropped then The
What was it
Weeknd,
that he
then Ross,
said?
then Drake.
What was it he said in his song that was like, what the fuck? Why would you say that? It was oh, I can't remember, bro. But I remember him saying that
He
he's
brought up the sexual assault that he said that Kendrick went through, but it wasn't Kendrick. It was Kendrick's mom. But he basically made fun of people that went through like sexual assault violence, and it was like, excuse me, Drake, fucking what? No, I think this
Yeah, it was
whole
not a good finisher.
yeah, no, I personally I was very happy that this beef started, and it's not because I like Kendrick or I like J. Cole or I like Drake. Well, actually, I hate Drake. I've hated Drake for years, but that's why I was happy because I was like, finally, Drake's downfall is happening in a very public way. Because I've always thought he was a weirdo. Some of the people that supposedly people are bringing up as like he's talked to when they were younger are coming out to defend him, like Millie Bobby Brown, being like, "Oh, it's just a friendship. It's nothing weird." But or like other people that like he's gone on to talk to after they turn 18. But I don't think that those people realize that it's weird for a 30 something year old dude to reach out to a 14-year-old to be their friend. Like that's not like a normal thing. Like if you're not, let's say he's not Drake. Like let's say he's a fucking just some random 30-year-old dude and he's like, "Hey, your 14-year-old daughter's pretty cool. Can I be your friend?" You'd be like, "The fuck?" But because he's famous and he's Drake, then Millie Bobby Brown's like, "Oh no, that's my friend, of course, yeah." But like any other situation, you'd be like, "Why is that 30-something-year-old dude talking to a child?"
bro. I think fucking the craziest line Kendrick did on I think it was Not Like Us, the one with the picture being his house with a bunch of
Yeah, that was
sex
not like
The
offenders.
A minor.
Trying to strike a chord and it's probably an A minor. Holy
yeah,
shit.
that was hilarious.
That
He
was
definitely
a banger bar, dude. Holy shit.
the AI raps. Oh my god, I forgot that Drake used like
Yeah.
an
He
AI
used
Tupac and an AI
AI.
Snoop
Yeah,
Dogg.
there was one
But the
track
AI
that he
Snoop
had to
Dogg didn't
remove.
make sense.
Yeah.
Using AI Snoop Dogg when Snoop Dogg is still alive is crazy. That motherfucker's not even dead. Just ask him to be on
Just
the song.
ask him. Did you see
He
his
wouldn't be. He
reaction?
wouldn't be involved in that because Snoop dropped like a reaction. He's like, "Man, this is crazy."
I'm going back
'Cause
to bed.
he didn't pick a side. Yeah.
He didn't. But like realistic, he probably could have paid Snoop enough money to be on that. Let's be real.
Kobe
Snoop would be
hose.
hopping on like songs all the time. But yeah, no. I was
But
very
he
happy.
picked Snoop and Tupac because Kendrick looks up to them
Yeah.
like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kendrick is very upset with the whole Tupac thing. But it's like, listen, I've always thought that Drake was weird. I'm assuming you guys have seen the video when Drake he was in his 20s at the time, but he brought a 17-year-old girl onto the stage and called her thick and a bunch of other things and felt her up, and I was like, that's very strange activities. She defended. She was like,
I don't remember seeing that, but I'm sure he did.
but yes, yeah, no, this is a very old video at this point, obviously because he's in his 30s now, and that was when he was in his 20s. That's why, like, I've always thought it was weird because I had seen that video a long time ago. I was like, that's very strange activities. But that lady's like, she's like, oh, I'm 30 now, and it was okay because even though I was 17 back then, I was like, people are jumping to justify like age gaps in certain situations with this. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, it was quite a week. And then after listening to all the songs, I was just doing my research last night because I wanted to like talk about it today. And man, not gonna lie, but there is like good that came out of this. Like these songs are pretty good, like on both sides. Like their raps, their bars are good. Like compared to like their shit that
I
had
would say
been
for
made
the most
recently.
part, most of their music was, except for Drake's most recent one, that one's actually dog shit.
The Heart,
Yeah, that was actually dog shit.
I thought it was okay. There was the other songs were better. Like Family Matters, that one was a good one.
The
I don't know. The
title
heart,
is so good.
the
Yeah.
'Cause
heart.
That's Kendrick's series right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think the title was good, but I think the song itself was not good at all.
that was okay.
It was, I don't know, because not just in, it was just felt like everything else felt like they were actually doing like diss tracks, like they were actually coming for each other's throat, and this one felt more like he was on the defense.
Oh yeah, he
It
was on the
wasn't like-
defense for this one. Yes, he was.
Yeah,
So
but like
that's
that's not a good diss track song. That's not like, it was like, nah, I didn't do that, and it's like, you fell for my trap card where I made you think that I had a daughter and I was a pedophile. And it's like, that's not a good trap card.
yeah.
Kendrick had so much like details on Drake that he just like emptied it all out there. And then
Yeah.
Drake in his responses, like he would go at Kendrick but also go at Rick Ross and Rocky and like everybody else that was
Yes.
that he hated at the same time. So it wasn't really focused on Kendrick that much.
Yeah. I think Drake should have taken a more direct approach. I don't like Drake, but I think he should have taken a more direct approach against Kendrick specifically. Because like everybody else was like saying stupid shit, but like Kendrick was like actually coming for his fucking throat.
And
was,
then
And it's
dude.
like that's the
dropping a
person you have
video
to-
at the same time on Family Matters. It's just like, and dropping the meme because he was posting like on Instagram like after Kendrick dropped, just dropping memes. Because Kendrick dropped and it was just like no memes. It was just like straight upload music,
Yeah.
nothing. Take it how you want.
I think the Tupac thing has united NorCal soul count to hating Drake. God bless. Someone shot up Drake's house today.
Yeah,
That is
no.
also true. That happened.
It's been sending shockwaves. Like people have been shooting up other people's like houses and stuff.
That is
Yeah,
crazy.
there was a whole shooting on Drake's thing. I think one of his guards is in the hospital or something.
Yeah. Oh, they like vandalized one of his OVO stores.
Oh, I saw that too. They've sprayed. They put "Not Like Us" right in the in the windows.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are starting. There's a lot of people that are definitely calling Drake now a culture vulture for sure. But I think that's always been like a thing that's been said every once in a while. But now it's like actually.
Everybody knew
More-
that. People called him
Yeah.
out before on like his fake accents
Yeah.
and stuff on songs.
People have called him out before, but I feel like now is the time that like it's actually like hitting him in the nuts, which is why his label reached out to be like, "Can we please stop calling him a pedophile? Can we please lay off on this?" And I think that before he could always like dodge the stuff, like if he just didn't acknowledge it, he was fine.
Mhm.
But I think that now it's like there's a very big public thing of like, well, Drake's a bitch.
Yeah. And then we can't have people thinking like, "Oh, Drake's a bitch," or else they lose
Yeah.
money.
Yep. They have
But
a
I
lot of
think
money invested into him.
I don't know, man. It's pretty far
I
gone
think
at
it
this
was
point.
good beef. I
Oh
think it was
yeah,
good beef though overall.
it was good.
We haven't
Of-
had two greats go at that at each other like that
Of like
before.
diss tracks and beef between two rappers, it's probably like top 3 of all time.
Oh yeah.
I think
There was Tupac and Biggie before, and then there was
There's Jay-Z and Nas.
yeah, Jay-Z and Nas. I was like
I think
the
one
only
of
ones I
the
remember.
it's not one of the best of all time, but I think one of the funniest is Eminem with MGK.
Oh,
Just
dude,
because
that
that was
was
stupid.
great. That
it's
was
That was
stupid,
so
great.
but
dumb.
it's just funny because he literally bullied him out of being a rapper. Like
Yeah.
it was it wasn't even good. He just bullied him so hard that he switched genres. That was
Yeah, now he does fucking rock punk or whatever, rock
yeah.
pop.
Yeah. MGK is a very weird individual as well.
Yeah.
I like to shit on him whenever I can, but he's a very strange. It's just funny that, but like it's probably like up there with the greats. Like obviously, like the best one of all time is definitely like Tupac and Biggie. Like there was like, I don't
I
think
got
that.
violent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that ended with both of them dead. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
interesting.
Well,
Chris
I'm
Brown shit
excited to
on
see what
this.
comes next though.
Because Drake's been in
SB
beef before.
yeah.
Drake's been in beef before. He had beef with Meek Mill, which Drake won that.
Drake
And then
did lose that
Pusha
because now
T.
everybody thinks of Meek Mill and they just make fun of him like the fucking fries picture, him sitting at the pool with the fries in his lap. But the Pusha T thing, yeah, I think Drake lost that one in a way
He did,
because
yeah. Drake did lose that one. Pusha T came with a fucking hard hitter. He went full nukes out.
he did because. But the funniest thing though with like that one is that Drake denied having a kid at that time, and then like a year later he was like, "Well, actually, I do have a son,"
Yeah.
which is like. I wonder, like, whether or not Drake says he lied about the daughter. He could still have a kid because he's already lied about it once with like his son. There could be a girl out there that's his daughter that he's been lying about this
Dude,
whole
he
time.
could have a daughter,
Could
dude.
be.
Holy shit.
Because he went, I think it was like a year, right? That he didn't like he just kept denying the son allegations, and he was like, "Well, actually, I do have my son." So it's like, as much as he could say that he fed Kendrick fake information on certain things, it's still also possible that like he's just lying.
Because he's done it
Because like
It's
it's
before.
all
not like
speculation. Like he could
yeah,
easily like show like, oh, this is me setting up Kendrick. Like this is my receipts. I'm sure he could send proof somehow,
Yeah.
yeah,
but he's just like it's a he said she said, and
yeah,
what he's saying is nah.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
This is
saying
all
no.
bullshit. I'm feeding him
I
information.
think now
No
I
disses
think
at
the
all.
only way for there to be like like I think like overall people generally agree that Kendrick won overall. I think the only way Kendrick loses at this point is if Drake whips out monstrous amounts of receipts
Yeah.
at this point. Either Kendrick has to whip out monstrous receipts or Drake does, like, but whoever whips out like pure like there's no way to deny this levels of receipts wins.
I can't
Well,
wait
he
to
whipped
see what
out the
happens
wife
next.
beating allegations on Kendrick.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
but then Kendrick denied that, and the other people like proved that like it was fake or like potentially fake. So it's like unless Drake has like a video of Kendrick beating his wife or gets his wife to say it, then it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that like, that's what I'm saying. I think the only way for like one of them, like for this to either go in Drake's favor, is for like him to actually like have a video of this or something like that,
Oh,
or
dude.
like whip out receipts that Kendrick lied on certain things.
Drake referenced that fucking snake video. He was like, "Oh yeah, it is just Big Me, and it's in my pants or something like that."
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
right.
such a weird thing.
That
to
was
bring up.
funny.
Bro. He's such a clown, bro. Drake has always been a clown.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
but
never
man.
liked him, so I was just happy for his downfall.
Yeah. I can't wait to
I
see
don't
what
think
happens next.
I don't think Drake's gonna
I don't think
get
he doesn't fall off
taken
completely
down for
off this.
this.
No.
No,
Yeah,
he's definitely gonna.
Keep doing
I
what
don't
he's
think
doing.
he lose. Because the thing is that this is the same thing that I mentioned with the Sony thing. Like gamers aside, like most fucking public image things, people forget. They don't care after a while. They just go
yeah.
back to like living the life. Like unless you're like a true genuine hater on certain things, you're not gonna commit to being like I'll never listen to his stuff again. I'm still gonna stay hating on him. People are gonna listen to his songs.
Yeah.
Not me though. I'm definitely I've been a hater for years, so I'm gonna stay a hater. I was just happy to see it. But I think that I think the biggest example of this is like when people were like, "Oh my God, Chris Brown beat Rihanna," and then people still listen to his music, and you're
Mm-hmm.
like, "Well," and it's like that was like a documented thing with receipts, photos, him admitting it, and it's like people
And he's
still
still big.
fucking
Look at him.
he still drops music. People still listen to his music, and it's like that man viciously beat the fuck out of her. So it's like people in Drake. There's no like currently there's no receipts of him doing certain things or anything specific from him. So it's like unless there's no way he has any sort of like major long-term public image things. Some people might think he's a bitch now, but that's pretty much it. Sadly.
Well, that's pretty much our time.
Yeah, I think
Damn.
that's it for today.
Yeah, I think that's all we have to talk about. But we'll be back again next week. Anything besides that next week? Are we gonna do
Tim's birthday.
Tim's birthday is tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm doing for that. I don't fucking know.
Are you gonna
He's
get
gonna-
high?
Fuck no.
He's
I
gonna
can't
get
do that on. I can't do that on
trashed at
Twitch.
Top Golf.
Yeah, true. But I can't. You can't get high if you live in Texas on Twitch.
Oh, really? Oh, because it's legal there, huh? Bummer.
Besides, I'm anti-drugs.
I mean, you're in California, right?
True, brother.
But yeah.
I didn't even use like pre-work or anything more recently. I'm just like an all natty.
All right. We'll catch you guys next week on the pod. Make sure to stay safe, make good choices, and until next time.
Bye.
Bye.